long time coming, but a change is going to come. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Wrestlemania Smackdown stream of Bell to Bell podcast. Of course, I'm DJ Mainstream, the voice of the voiceless, and I'm not alone. Go ahead, sir.
The jackal of all trades himself, Blackout the Rebel. And can I just say,
yes,
boy, does it feel good to pod on a Friday night in New York City or what?
Yeah.
Let's fucking go. It's good to be back.
Yeah, it does feel good to be back. I won't lie, it really does. And of course, he comes back. We come back streaming to SmackDown with Pat McAfee and
McAfee.
Oh, McAfee. Sorry, McAfee.
As discussed, here's the agreement.
We miss y'all. I'll say that before we get any deep in this stream.
Yes, we do.
We missed y'all. Missed y'all here on TikTok. We definitely missed y'all here on Twitch. The Twitch looks a little rocky. Hold on.
Oh God.
No ASAP.
Oh man.
Hold up. Yeah, we're good.
Okay.
All right, we're good.
We got a lot to catch up on.
A lot to cover.
A lot to predict.
A lot of predictions, which I feel like we're going to end up.
Brady's about to go ruin the show by telling some truths.
Foreign Adam Pearce is so disrespectful. Yo, can we stop treating Nick Aldis, a former multi-time world champion, like Pat McAfee's fucking caddy? Like, we gotta
Can we stop
this.
treating Pat McAfee like he's a real fucking wrestler?
True.
What the fuck is happening here?
True.
Now we gonna get into it. I got a lot of shit in this clip.
We gotta get off.
Yeah. We're gonna talk about it.
We're gonna definitely talk about it. Hold on, I want to just do one thing.
Okay.
Slide over a little bit. There we go. And
there we go.
There we go. So much top is so much better than bottom. So much better.
Yeah, man.
But I'm gonna turn this down a little bit because I don't want copyright.
Speaking of people who are on top,
hey,
we gotta give much applause and respect to our baby.
Who? Which one? Because we have what, 2, 3?
El Jefa, our Cubana, Lola Vice,
who
finally became NXT Women's Champion.
Woo!
I was at home.
Fucking time.
Oh man, shout out to her. That was good.
Shout out to our baby Lola Vice. I actually thought he was also talking about our baby Jada Parker. But we'll get into Jada Parker as well. Listen, again, we got 3 hours of SmackDown. If you throw in our predictions, so that's 4 hours you're spending this Friday with us. So if you're on TikTok, if you're on Twitch, sit back, relax, get some actual good takes, some actual good podcasters of wrestling, and lock in with us. We're starting off SmackDown again, as we said, with McAfee. Right now, Randy Orton's headed to the ring to tell his truths, whatever that may be. How do you feel about this, honestly?
I feel the same way that all the wrestlers feel. This is unnecessary as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
This is what happens if you guys go back to the episode where I was talking about at that time Karrion Kross.
Yeah.
This is what happens when you have somebody sticking their dick in business that has nothing to do with them, and they want to change the wheel. Everything was fine without them. You have a Hall of Famer, actually 2 Hall of Famers, two future Hall of Famers going at each other. Now, maybe the storyline could have been worked out a little bit better, but you got 2 Hall of Famers that are going to sell regardless.
Yep.
You did not need Pat McAfee. This is what happens when you have bullshit storyline written by bullshit people who don't know what the fuck they're doing, who are playing favoritism, and you have to answer to somebody who has no idea what this company is about, and they only see dollars and they only see percentages, but are trying to figure out why they're not selling as much as they used to. Take your dick out of the fucking business that you have no knowledge in, right, and you'll see that the numbers will reflect better.
Listen, it's always good to pull out, ladies and gentlemen, and in this case, let's pull out of the fact that we have the most. I think someone said it online. We have the most celebrity appearances in WrestleMania history happening over the course of Saturday and Sunday this week. What are we doing?
And you know what's so surprising? We have yet to hear anything from The Rock. Now, at this phase in Rock's career, I'm not a fan. I don't want to see The Rock. Stay your TKO ass over there.
Final Boss can stay over
there. But I'm
surprised
that they didn't. Because I mean, shit, you brought John Cena out of fucking retirement. He hasn't been retired for 6 months.
For a hosting job because y'all couldn't sell tickets.
Honestly, I was surprised that they didn't bust it down. John Cena hosts night 1 or night 2. Rock hosts the other night.
Yeah,
like
that would have been dope. That'd been different.
I'm surprised that The Rock hasn't tried to do that.
Honestly, I think that's more so of The Rock and whatever he's doing with,
his other endeavors.
Yeah.
I mean, but he's never going to miss an opportunity to try to be the focal point.
Also true.
Because we've seen that happen time and time again.
Several times.
And we've seen how that
worked out for everybody, yeah.
Hobbs and Shaw, Black Adam. I don't need to really go on. I mean, I think I've proved my point there.
No, it's like going through the worst rapper discography.
He doesn't tell me what.
No comment.
Because that was a load of work.
Nice and spicy for WrestleMania Friday, man.
Definitely.
As always, me and Black Out the Rebel enjoying our libations. Soon to be sponsored, but a little bit of Jack and I got a little Jack and lemonade in mind. The blackberry Jack, he's getting it straight because of course he has it straight up, no chaser.
Yeah, it's not my time of the month, so that's why I'm gonna drink straight.
Only thing we chase is the bag anyway. But because we're enjoying this and you're about to actually watch me roll up on air because I didn't get a chance to do it beforehand. What I wanted to ask you, because it's been a while since we talked.
I got some shit to ask you too, but you go right ahead, sir.
Good. We're now getting to a point where WrestleMania doesn't feel like WrestleMania. Most of the discourse I'm hearing on social media recently, I apologize, I'm actually trying to fix my mic here. Most of the discourse I've been hearing recently on social media is the fact that for the first time ever, this more feels like a buildup of a regular PLE, not WrestleMania, a PLE, but just not a WrestleMania PLE. Yeah, I think that's what kind of it's setting me off weird because as much as I've enjoyed enjoyed Little Yachty's appearances, because honestly, out of all the celebrities, I've enjoyed Little Yachty accompanying Trick Williams.
They work.
That makes sense.
They work, yes. And he's not doing too much.
No.
You leave Trick to be the focal point.
Yeah.
Let him be the manager.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. But when we start talking about the chance of, I love Speed, man. I Show Speed is a man. I love I Show Speed. My only issue with Speed having a match is I would have much rather have Speed in the corner of Austin Theory and Logan Paul defending the titles at WrestleMania against the Usos. Not this, what we're going to do is have this 6-man Uber tag with all these other people involved so LA Knight can get his LA Knight could have got his WrestleMania money a whole nother way, boy.
This is true.
This ain't it.
Yeah.
But cool. We can get the back in Vegas again. But there's a method to the madness, and I almost feel like WWE is missing the point. But what else is new, right?
Okay, so
my question was leading to was overall, based on what you know about the card, how do you feel this year about WrestleMania? Do you feel like it's WrestleMania season?
No.
I'm glad I'm not the only one, y'all. I'm glad.
This has been the most forced PLE I've seen in a while.
Facts.
I feel like if this PLE gets forced anymore, it's gonna need documentation along with Vince and Brock Lesnar.
Where's my air horn?
Like, it's just all too much. Like, you got Jelly Roll, I Show Speed, Pat McAfee selling discounted seats on SmackDown. You got John Cena out of retirement to host.
Like, what are we doing?
You got Pat McAfee stealing the champion's belt doing a promo run. You got Roman Reigns, beltless ass, by CM Punk's quote,
beltless ass,
doing promo and media. What the fuck are we doing?
What do we do?
Even up until this moment, today, we're still trying to figure out what the fuck is going on with Jordan Grace and Julia.
Right.
It's just all convoluted, and it's finally coming to a head. When you have bad writing for so long, couple that with unfortunate injuries by some of our brightest that they finally started to push after so long of me being aggravated of seeing the older guard completely being pushed all the time and not enough synergy with the new ones to pass the baton and get them acclimated and get them meshed well with them. We finally started to see them, and they all starting to get injured at the same time. So it's just that was bad timing. You can't. That's not on TKO. That's not on Triple H or anything.
For the one time, we can't give them the blame for this.
Surprisingly, yes.
Yeah.
But what we can give them a hard time for is the consistent bad writing.
Yes, that we can.
Now, at this point in time, I don't even think this is bad writing. I think this is rage bait. You can't consistently be this bad at your job.
It says rage bait.
Seriously.
That's
like
hilarious.
if you look at the data in the last maybe 10 years or so where social media, people just want to have something to hate. They want to have something to say.
Yeah.
It makes sense. Like, we've seen what happens with the whole H&M debacle a couple of years ago.
Yep.
We've seen what happened with Target not too long ago.
Yep.
Rage bait works. Sometimes it works more than love. And I've actually said that here a couple of months ago. So I'm not going to try to be a hypocrite and say that I don't fall in line with that ideology as well. Mm-hmm. I've always made the comparison of AEW is that straight A student that you give the gold star to, that you don't have to really give too much attention to, because they're going to consistently give you good writing, good wrestling every single time. They're going to deliver. Mm-hmm. WWE is that special needs kid in the back that you got to spend extra attention to, because for whatever reason they keep putting the block in the circle and it's not fucking working, and you got to just no, put that down, get the other fucking shape, and they don't seem to, it doesn't connect. So yeah, rage bait honestly unfortunately works. And also, while I have the time, I want to say shout outs to all the
I got the time. Sorry.
all the people who were commenting, because I'm new. I'm still fairly new back into wrestling. It hasn't even been a solid 5 years. I just started. Honestly, I started back watching wrestling like in 2022.
Yeah.
So I would say I'm still fairly new. Why do I say that? Because I thought I had a monumental, crazy, out of this world take that everybody was on the same page about. I had no idea. What am I talking about?
Was that the one that they're saying Triple H is not at? Seth Rollins better than Triple H?
Yeah,
and that was a
I
hot
thought that
take?
was taboo to say. I didn't know so many people was like, okay, yeah, what else, nigga? My bad, y'all.
No,
I apologize.
So I'll give Blackout the Rebel the benefit of the doubt, but not just because of the fact that he hasn't watched wrestling like that. But I'm starting to feel like, listen, a lot of us love Triple H in our own special way for certain things that he did throughout his course of his career.
Absolutely.
The comeback from injury.
Yeah.
I don't want to say that because I don't want to say the wrong injury because it's not coming to my head right now.
Yeah. But
his comeback from his injury, the same vesting shit MJF came back in AEW because he made a joke of it. His matches and whole rivalry between him and Shawn Michaels, because let's be honest, Shawn Michaels is top 5 dead or alive. And Shawn Michaels will make anybody look good.
This is true.
It's that level of consistency with combine the time that we're in. Because you got to think, Rock, Stone Cold, Triple H were like the big top 3 that was really getting pushed. Mostly Stone Cold and The Rock. Yes. Triple H wasn't really much of a focal point. Outside of, yes, he won those championships multiple times. If you really put it in perspective, put that against how Seth Rollins won his multiple championships, it's glaring to see that Seth kind of worked a little bit harder with his character to get to that point versus Triple H, who was just, I'm the game and this is how you play it. It doesn't work. It don't correlate. Give Black out the benefit of the doubt.
I apologize.
I'm sorry. It doesn't work for everybody. It takes time for everybody to catch up when it comes to Seth and Triple H. But what I will say, I love how everybody on social media, especially here on TikTok, kept saying it was every comment was, well, yeah, because Seth was this and Seth was that. I love Seth Rollins' love, because Seth Rollins, to me, I said this before in the podcast, should carry the WWE brand when Triple H finally is retired or is fired.
Are you talking about in like the behind the scenes capacity?
Yes. Yes, I am.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yes, I am.
I like that. I mean, because he is a visionary.
He's also a revolutionary.
He is an architect.
Mm-hmm.
He's Seth fucking Rollins.
I mean, yeah. We're talking about him.
Yeah.
I feel like we're at a point now where WWE is kind of like, and I don't know again how much you've been paying attention to on the interwebs and shit. There was an interview recently with punk ass Nick Khan, where he basically made it seem as if online, like the discourse online, doesn't affect their bottom dollar in a sense.
Okay.
That they're more focused on ratings and revenue. Ratings, revenue, and something else he said with the R word. I'm like some chat GPT generated AI bullshit that he was trying to say.
The 3 R's? Rewriting arithmetic type shit?
Pretty much.
Okay.
And it's like, all right, fake Tony Khan, you can do what you want here, but the problem is, as much as you avoid the discourse, some of it's legit. Like, you can't ignore the fact that the tickets are fucking high. And his excuse was, well, the resellers are selling it high and you guys are buying it, so supply and demand. Nah, fuck out of here, bro. Fuck out of here. We're at a point where WWE knows where they're fucking up at and just refuse to fix it. And that's what
on top, yeah.
I'd rather them just come out and say that. I know mega corporations don't do that, but please, for WWE's sake, just do that.
No. And that's the thing. I do pay attention a little bit here and there to the interwebs and things of the sort. Mm-hmm. There was something where Triple H was saying something like he sees the backlash, and one minute he was trying to take accountability for it, but then the next minute he was doubling down.
Yes.
It's just like, fam, you got to pick a lane.
Pick a side.
I don't know, man.
It's tough. I know, because it's tough. It's fuck. Let's be honest. If it wasn't for this podcast, I personally wouldn't keep still watching WWE. I'm sorry, I wouldn't. If it wasn't for this
a couple of people say that.
It wasn't for this podcast. And the main reason why I say that is because I could go, perfect example. Mm-hmm. I was surprised this man showed up to my house today. Let me tell you that right now.
All the way from North Carolina. Don't tell me my fucking dedication ain't on point.
Never.
Stop playing with me.
Never. I don't know about you.
12-hour bus ride. I
don't know about all you other podcasts, but this man is basically the Will Ospreay of the Bell to Bell podcast. Oi, I've gone all the way from London to England, all the way to from England all the way to the States on a regular basis to show up to Dynamite. He does that for Bell to Bell. Shout out to Blackout the Rebel, man.
Could not miss a Bell to Bell WrestleMania weekend. I could not.
So in that regard, right there alone, when you start looking at people who enjoy wrestling, just wrestling overall, not just WWE, it makes sense for a podcast to keep going. But Absolutely. If you're just a straight WWE podcast wrestling fan, I feel sorry for you.
Okay, so now
this is a struggle. It's a struggle to watch this.
I like what you just said. If you didn't have the podcast, you may have checked out already from WWE.
Yes.
Now, see, I like that point because it brings up my question. This kind of reminds me of the support for Colin Kaepernick.
Ooh.
People wanted to boycott football because of the mistreatment of how they did Colin Kaepernick and everything he stood for.
Right.
There were other people on the other side of that saying, well, yeah, that is true, and although I do agree, but what about the football players that are doing this for their livelihood and their families?
Versus for the...
Yeah, they still need support. So that brings me back to wrestling.
Okay.
It's not the wrestlers' fault. We have some wrestlers that we love dearly. We love their story. We love their success. There's some wrestlers that we didn't originally love, JC Jane, that have all the respect and love from us at this point in time. We have people that we've loved from the very beginning, Lola Vice, Jada Parker, Lash Legend, and we see how they're progressing in their own paths and journeys. So it's not their individual fault. So to say that we won't watch them just because of the overall corporate greed and bullshit and bad story, do you think that that's fair to them?
No. And the bad part is we've gotten to a point where a lot of times, it's most specifically in wrestling, and you can tell me if I'm wrong or not.
Sure.
But we're getting to a point now in wrestling where a lot of people are just trying to set aside the discourse between the wrestler and the person. Same way now, the wrestlers and the company. Because you now have plenty who are sitting and say, for instance, this past week, I'm sorry, I almost lost my train of thought, guys. Hold on, I'm getting it. The libations are hitting me.
Gotta do it.
This past week alone, he hasn't watched the rest of Dynamite, so I won't spoil anything.
You can go ahead. It's all right.
You sure?
Just for the fluidity of the show. Go ahead.
Okay. the discourse that it was getting that Darby Allin won the AEW World Championship.
Yeah. Leak already spoiled that. Fuck you, Leak.
Fuck you, Leak. Yeah. Once you get to the point of people going back and forth of the wrestler versus the company, I understand where you're coming from. But you're not going to sit there and tear down a wrestler who was a day one guy and say, well, it's AEW's bad booking decision. Nah, this is a day one wrestler who deserves that shot and opportunity, regardless of what the grand scheme of what this title lineage is going to be. That lineage is fire. You got at least 3 day one A1 guys of AEW who have been former world champions, including now Darby Allin. Separate that by understanding that this wrestler bust his ass to get to the point. I don't care if you hate AEW. Respect the fact that Darby bust his ass to get to this point after sleeping in cars, basically begging for food when he was younger.
Climbed Mount Everest like with the AEW flag.
Fam, separate the wrestler from the company. Back to your point, I would still watch for the specific wrestler. For instance, I said this past Tuesday, NXT Revenge happened.
Mm-hmm.
I only watched NXT Revenge for the opening match, Jada Parker.
Hey, Miss Parker.
And Callie Armstrong's debut. I turned it off afterwards.
Wow, really? Because JC and Lola, they ran it back.
I know they did. But I already had a feeling they was not taking that shit off of Lola.
But yeah, and
I heard it was a good match.
Yeah,
I saw the highlights.
Absolutely,
I saw the highlights, and I'm not going to say this is my thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm at a point now with WWE. I need them to step up and do better. But if it means that I have to watch less of it and see their ratings, like Nick Khan says, ratings dip for the sake of it getting better, I'd rather do that. Let me know when it's going to get better. Let me know by a match that you're going to announce that I'm going to pay attention to. Because right now, I'm watching WrestleMania literally for the sake of this pod. That's it. I'm literally, because one is it's overpriced as fuck. Because I can't even get full access to it. Let's not even start there.
Yeah.
But the other side of that is the fact that we're talking about 7 matches both nights, if I'm not mistaken.
Give or take.
Or take. And what I really care for are the women's tag team match on Saturday. The Fatal 4-Way women's tag team match. Because I want, my prediction now, I want and I hope we're not going to screw Bayley and Lyra Valkyria over. They should win the tag team championships.
Okay. I'm mad at that.
Of course, I want to see Roman Punk on Sunday, and then I want to see Cody. Roman Punk is on Saturday, I think.
Randy and
Cody is on Saturday. Punk and Reigns is on Sunday. That's it. Oba and Brock. That's it. And ESPN's giving me that for an hour for free on free TV, so I ain't missing shit.
Okay. I mean,
it's give and take. That's all that I'm saying.
I remember my cousin. Shout out to you, Shay. He's an artist, so we always would go back and forth about rap, hip hop, music, and things of that nature. I remember years and years ago, and Shay, you may not remember this, but I remember he was telling me something when it comes to dealing with fans. He was like, "You have 3 types of fans. You have 3 types of people, rather."
Okay.
1/3 of the people are gonna like your shit.
Right.
The other 1/3 of the people are not gonna like your shit.
Okay.
The third of the people, and this is where you come in, are indifferent. They don't care. So now it's your job to make them care.
Yeah.
So I think it's that analogy. And I agree with your take. Me being me, I'm a little different. Especially because I always feel like I was I'm the one playing catch up. Shout outs to our part-timer, whatever you want to call him, per diem Leak. And of course, my brother here, he's the brains of the operation. These two gentlemen have been consistently watching wrestling from Attitude Era all the way up to today. So if mainstream says, I want to fall back and only watch highlights, he has earned the right to do so. He has suffered through 2019, which I heard was not that great.
Dog shit and every sense of the word.
I wasn't there, so I'm only going by what I hear.
Dog shit.
So when I say he has the right to do that, I respect that decision. Me, however, and you guys can agree or disagree, I feel like I haven't earned that spot yet. And therefore, I'm always going to watch AEW. I'm always going to watch WWE. I'm always going to watch Evolve, NXT, the Indies, House of Glory. I'm going to try to watch more Ring of Honor. I'm going to go to the shows because I have to earn my stripes. And I love this shit. And I love what I do. I love to, learn new people. Like, who's this person? Oh, this is Allie Ketch. Oh, damn, she looks like Buttermilk Biscuit. Just little things like that. And you start to follow their career.
For her to...
Dead ass, man. Shout out to her because she's still doing her thing. I see her on social media, always killing it. Yeah. Shout out to Priscilla Kelly. She's still consistent.
Shout out to Priscilla Kelly.
All these great people. Lacey Lane still consistently doing their thing in their own right. So I love seeing that. I love the success stories. Of course, Killer Cross, he's our guy. Seeing him, Scarlett Bordeaux, they're doing interviews. And I actually have a whole folder set aside for just their stuff. So when it's time to interview them, I got a lot of different questions that they've never been asked before, so we're going to chop it up. Listen, our job here is to make sure that your interview is nothing like anything ever before.
Facts.
So, yeah, I take my shit seriously.
I'll just throw in the fact. It's because of my lovely brother here that I have my favorite saying now of all time. Sometimes I'll be Batman with a prep time. And this man has always been prepared. So when I say we will interview Scarlett Bordeaux and Killer Cross, but when we do, we're going to be the most authentic podcast because we're legit fans of his too. Because I feel like we can interview anybody till we're blue in the face. But I'd much rather interview people that I'm actually a fan of. Like I can't wait to interview Desmond Xavier because I love watching Des wrestle.
I can't wait to text him.
I can't wait to interview like the rest of the crew. Myron Reed, Zachary Wentz. I want to interview all of them because I think it'd be freaking dope. Because I'm fans of them. Too many podcasts that sit there and not fan of these people and just be like asking the most generic questions. Like, bro, get off your phone and get into this. Like, actually be about this shit.
Honestly, I would like to see a session where more so you and Yano kind of carry that interview.
With who?
With Rascals. While you guys have a spark session.
Oh, well, listen. You're going to get high by contact, brother.
I'm fine with that because God knows I cannot smoke or do edibles.
All around my...
I don't know if mainstream is ready for us to go down that road. But, listen, man. You got to know your limitations. You got to know what you can do, what's not for you. You got to be okay with yourself and accept that you don't have to appeal to, society or peer pressure, anything like that. I am not a smoker.
He is not.
I am also not a person who does edibles.
I mean, he does, but not
successfully. No. Shout out to Get Big Silly.
Yo, shout out to Get Big Silly, man. Get Big Silly.
Listen,
man. She did that. But did she not say? She warned us, man.
Yo, listen.
She warned us.
I still get chills around my neck thinking about that high. Damn. I swear to God.
How long were you high for? I never asked you.
I mean, I was able to sleep it off after the show ended. So that kind of helped.
Yeah.
But because I had to get up and drive Yano home, I had to sober up. Which also meant me having to throw up my entire soul in his kitchen sink. I don't think there's anything, and I've never had to go through this because I'm the driver, but y'all can correct me if I'm wrong out there. Is there anything more frightening than seeing your designated driver fucked up beyond belief? Like, look at this thing, not retain his soul at all?
You're driving me home. Why are you throwing up? Yo, I would never forget. Yano texted me. He was like, yo, Black is good. I'm like, are you sure? He's like, nah, we almost home. Are you sure? He's like, yeah, we good.
Listen, man. Yo, Goku and his Master Ultra Instinct ain't got shit on me.
Bro.
I'm telling you right now. Bro. I don't condone this at all.
No. We do not condone
this. This is all alleged for entertainment purposes.
Yeah. No, not driving while high.
If I were to have done said things.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm that nigga.
Yeah. He that nigga. I'm that nigga.
Oh, man.
Yeah. But still, shout out to Get Big Silly, man. That was a great episode.
Shout out to her.
Y'all are showing up and showing out for Get Big Silly, by the way.
I saw a lot of the comments and attention.
The comments, the views, especially throughout her discourse of talking about her life and doing the book.
Yeah.
Yo, we cracked 2,000 views on the people her talking about her wanting to do a book.
Thank you so much for the support.
Which kind of leads me to while we're at commercial, because damn well I was going to comment the fact that they're having an 8-man street fight again with FTs, again with the Wyatt Six, again. So
what else are they going to do?
They got nothing else.
Yeah.
But while they're at commercial right now, we're talking about wrestling. I'm asking everybody to please go follow because I can announce it here because it's already done. Go follow at Bell, the number 2 Bell Media.
Oh yeah, man.
Bell to Bell Media because Bell to Bell Media is the shout out to Orange Cassidy, Roderick Strong, and Kyle O'Reilly, who are now the AEW Trio Champions. But that is the conglomeration part of the Bell to Bell podcast, as we are official. So shout out to us for making shit real. Well, shout out to Black Hawk the Rebel, but shout out to us for making shit official when it comes to this podcast. Because honestly, I think I said this to him and Yano in the group chat. I'm at a point I feel almost like we're untouchable right now. The way we're moving, like things are just moving in the right direction.
That they are. And I told him some news about my personal life that I'm very happy and I'm very ecstatic for. I finally feel like I made it. And
nigga said, "Nigga, we made it right in the call."
Seriously, like it was a nice little. I needed that. You know, you ever have those moments where you keep banging your head against the wall, you keep being frustrated, trying to get things situated, and they finally click.
Mm-hmm.
So because of that, I'm not stingy with my success, and I definitely want to see Bell to Bell flourish. What we got here?
Margarita Royalty Agency invites you to co-host. Listen, Margarita, we're trying to get caught up. We haven't pod in a while, so we'll do co-hosting. Just not right now.
Shout out to you and thank you for the support.
We appreciate you.
Another time. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we
got a lot to get to.
Yes, we do. Again, right now we're watching this 8-man street fight. Wyatt 6 against NFTs. So yeah, what do we need to get caught up on? Because man, I'm sorry, and I love the Wyatt 6 and everything MFTs are trying to do, whatever they want to do with Tama. And which good question, matter of fact.
What's up?
Have you been keeping up with SmackDown?
Yes.
How do you feel about what they're doing with trying to split Tama Tonga from the rest of the MFTs?
I mean, Bloodline storyline in any shape form is watered down and overused, but something like this can bring some type of life into it.
Good.
Now, how they play that out, I'm not really sure of.
Right.
But I mean, it's something new, something different. I'm interested to kind of see how it goes, especially because this is you said Tongaloa, right?
Yeah.
This is the same one from I don't know what's going on. This is the same one from New Japan, right?
Oh yeah, it is.
So you can have him in the storyline with Shinsuke. You can have him in the storyline with Shinsuke.
Yes.
So I think that shakes things up, makes things a little bit more fresh. So I'm not mad at that. So yeah, while we watch Tala Tonga get his ass beat with kendo sticks
and chokeslam the hell out of Loomis and Gacy.
Now that Mainstream has all his libations, I have some questions that I feel like I want to try to stump you and glitch your brain a little bit.
Please ask away. I've been wanting to talk wrestling for weeks now.
All right,
let's go.
Let's start small. Who do you think out of the two is a better wrestler?
Okay. I hate when he does this, but go ahead.
Yeah. Who do you think is the better wrestler out of the two?
Mm-hmm.
Nick or Matt Jackson? Yeah, let's fucking go. Nigga, this brain is saying error 404 right now.
Damn. Okay. No, not completely. So, Nick Jackson.
Okay.
Nick Jackson is a singles wrestler trapped in a brotherly tag team body.
Interesting. Okay.
The reason why is if you ever seen Nick and his flow of movement, when he gets that hot tag from Matt, it's almost like, dude, you can legit be a single star. Like I don't know. He has a very, not saying Matt doesn't, because Matt is a great wrestler in his own.
Yes.
I just feel like Nick just has a different type of ESP from the escalators, from the top rope, to just the way he walks that rope like a luchador.
Mm-hmm.
Like he could go on a solo run and like CMLL right now or something if he wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Nick Jackson is the better wrestler, and if hot take to add to it, if they start slowing down a little bit and Matt wants to take a back burner, I'm all for Nick Jackson being a TNT champion.
Interesting.
Down the line.
Okay. He handled that a little bit better than I thought. But now I think I've been sitting on this one pause for a while.
Mm-hmm.
We're just talking about striking ability. We're not talking about in-ring ability. We're not talking. Wait, hold on. We got R-Truth and Damien. You know this shit gonna be fun.
Funny and entertaining.
That's Grayson Waller. Grayson Waller is from Australia. I know my geography, dog. Grayson Waller is from Australia, yes. Talking about Xavier Woods. No, you're talking about Waller. I'm talking about Xavier Woods, dog. What does Waller have to do with this?
Yo, he's stressing me out.
Maybe. You gotta get it together, dog. We got a championship match tonight in Las Vegas.
Against who? There's a match tonight?
The fuck? Yo, Damien. Oh, man.
Yo, but the funny part is, you know why their tag team works? Because Damien is such a deadpan character.
Yeah.
He legit just like, yo, bro, what are you saying?
It's literally if me and him was to be wrestling.
No, legit. Nah, he's so right. Because legit, I don't know what he's going to say half the time. That's why most times I'm like,
waka.
I'm like, yo, what is he doing? But it works. It works because a whole bunch of y'all watch this podcast, so it works. Shout out to y'all because we'll get into what we got going on 420. But I forgot if they did this too. But I did a review of everything Bell to Bell has gained over the past year. I'm gonna get that notation out in a second as we see The Miz and Maurice getting remarried.
Who the hell do you think you are?
Oh, that's hilarious.
Maurice, how are you? What the hell are you doing?
What is that? Yo, that's crazy. The maid of honor. Kiss the bride. No, he just cursed Maurice.
That's funny.
Oh,
that's funny.
Not in front of the kids. That's his legit kids. Their kids too.
That's crazy.
No, he didn't. Nah, bro. Yo,
I love it.
Yo, shout out to Danhausen, man. Shout out to Danhausen. Make the best of whatever he's getting, man, on WWE TV.
He's a white R-Truth, basically. But yeah, back to my question, y'all, because I know y'all probably wondering what the hell was going on. We're only talking about striking ability. So we're not talking about the microphone skills. We're not talking about pops, attention, all of that. Just striking. Who do you have being the most lethal and most deadly? Nikita Lyons.
Striking ability, right?
Just striking ability.
Okay. That's fucked up for asking, but I had to be clear.
Nikita Lyons.
Mm-hmm.
Lola Vice.
Okay.
Shayna Baszler. Asuka. Last but not least.
There's one more?
Yeah. Top five. Marina Shafir.
Good God, bro.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Just striking ability, guys, because they all have a fighting / MMA / type of background to them in their own right, respectfully. So, I just wanted to ask the main man here, who is the most knowledgeable out of the entire brand, who do you think is the best?
I can not only can I do who's the best, I'll do 1 through 5.
Ooh, okay. Stay ready, never gotta get ready. I like this.
I do 1 through 5. This is gonna be a crazy hot take.
I think I know what you're gonna say.
Striking alone?
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, y'all.
You're gonna say Asuka?
No.
Okay.
I'm not gonna say Asuka. I'm going to say Shayna Baszler.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna say Lola. Then I'm gonna say Asuka.
Here's
the reason why. As much as I love Asuka and what she's done here in the States, even what she's done in Japan,
okay,
it's a different level of preparation as an MMA fighter to take hits on the chin in practice. Like, I get wrestling has it's scripted, it's choreography, what have you, whatever you want to say it. It's still very fucking real, and people really do get hurt.
Mm-hmm.
But you're not going to roll around in the ring for a prep and purposely take shots in the face. Head guard and all, Shayna was squaring up with bitches, taking shots in practice to the head. And then in real life, taking shots in the head. Now, mind you, she's a submission magician. She's good on submissions. But she had a very, very underrated striking game. And it almost, I feel like, underrated to the point that they didn't let her unleash it in WWE either. Because if you watch any of her old NXT matches, and if you go back and watch, you'll see early days, she was throwing those like skin-piercing elbows. And it almost felt like they had to tell her this, hey, chill out. This is not UFC, all right?
Right.
You hurting bitches. Chill out.
She hurt people.
I knew he was going to do that shit. So it almost got to the point where it's like she had to tone down.
Mm-hmm.
But then when you see shit like Bloodsport, and shout out to Josh Barnett, her coach, nah, she can legit throw some hands. But right next to her, same person who has the MMA training, Lola Vice. Lola Vice, man. And honestly, on any given Sunday, gunplay is optional. Okay. They could be one or two.
That.
But Shayna,
Lola,
Asuka, who was the other two? I know one. Nikita was one, and what was the other one?
Nikita and Marina.
Marina and Nikita.
I figured you'd say that.
Marina and Nikita. Only because Marina's shots are getting heavy, but you can still say she has a little bit of pullback in some of her AEW matches. But I don't care. Nobody say. Can I say this for a second?
Absolutely. The floor is yours.
I don't want to hear no more discourse about, oh, Marina can't wrestle. Oh, Marina can't do this. Oh, Marina can't do that. And on the flip side, oh, Ring of Honor is a waste. Ring of Honor is a waste. For the people who sat there and subscribed to Ring of Honor and watch Marina go from being bottom of the barrel on the card on AEW Rampage to now getting main event slots on Dynamite, main event slots on Collision. She had a PLE match recently with Alex Windsor for a championship for a championship. Dude, there is so much improvement in Marina Shafir, and a lot of that credit not only goes to her, but also Jon Moxley. Please stop with the Marina Shafir discourse. She is perfect where she's at AEW because there's no one like her in AEW. That's why it works.
Not at all. And I didn't even realize there was discourse. I thought people may not like her because she's supposed to be a quote-unquote heel, but you have to respect what she does.
Now, there's a lot of... The bad part is the discourse... I'm going to put my Nick Khan hat for a second. A lot of discourse is online. You know, they said you can't really... That doesn't affect the bottom dollar. But when you're in a young company like AEW, sometimes that online discourse can hurt or harm. We've seen it already with Ricochet saying some unquestionable things recently.
Mm-hmm.
We're now getting to a point where you have to be very careful on what you put out in the social media world, but also what you're judging. And you can't sit there and judge a woman who's putting so much time and effort into her game, man. Shout out to Marina Shafir.
Absolutely.
Shout out to Marina. And that's why I don't get nobody say I will forever love the 4 horsewomen of the MMA side who came to wrestling. Shayna, Jessamine Duke, who's unknown to most of y'all, which I don't understand why, because Jessamine Duke was a problem too. Shayna Baszler, Jessamine Duke, Marina Shafir, Ronda Rousey. I feel like they broke that barrier of the MMA girlies coming in a sense, coming to the wrestling world. Because regardless of how we feel about Ronda Rousey, there's not a way to put MAGA in there. Okay, no, there isn't. Regardless of how we feel about Ronda Rousey, her winning the world title in WWE at that time
was a big deal for MMA.
Was a big deal for MMA, especially when you have the president of big MMA, Dana White, constantly shitting on wrestling. Constantly shitting on wrestling. They needed that. And that's why we have a Lola Vice today. Because of Ronda. Ronda broke that mold, man. She really did.
Okay. Perfect example of you may not like a person, but you have to respect what they did.
Yeah. Yeah.
Regardless of how much shit they talk about the very thing that they were a part of. Just because they didn't get the favoritism that they expected or thought they would earned or deserved.
Man, I'm so glad Tony Khan didn't pull that damn trigger and sign Ronda Rousey. She cool where she at. That'd be somewhere over there play MMA with Jake Paul. I'm good. She don't need to come back to wrestling. She can stay where she at. But keep Marina Shafir.
Oh, absolutely. You need her.
Yeah. While we were talking, there was a Royce Keys promo that just popped up, and they're getting people more familiar, which I feel like we're very familiar if you know him. But to the WWE universe, they may not.
Yeah.
Who are getting to know the background of who Royce Keys is and who he's fighting for and what he's fighting for. How did you feel about his debut match last week? Was it last week or week after? I think it was last week.
Who was his debut match against?
Oh, it was a squash, so I don't remember. I'm sorry, that's so messed up to say, but it's the truth.
I mean, when it's a squash match like that, that's usually how it works. You forget who the hell the other person is. But
I can't think of who the person was. I'm so sorry, guys. If y'all here on TikTok on Twitch, please remind me.
I mean, was it Kit Wilson?
Was it Kit?
I feel like it would be Kit.
I think it would be Kit. I think it was Kit.
Kit, Miz, somebody like that.
Yeah.
I think it's good. I think the match itself is good, even though I'm a little fuzzy and hazy right now, but remember who his opponent was. That's no reflection of how bad I think the match was. No. I think he did good. My only objection is...
No, it was Berto.
Yeah.
Angel Umberto. What the heck is going on over here?
I don't know what's going on.
What the police just drove all the way from out the... Who got arrested recently?
This might be some Fatu Drew shit.
Oh,
because we just got finished seeing a promo.
Yeah, that's true.
For that. See, yeah.
My man Jacob Fatu had a fake WrestleMania style entrance on SmackDown just now.
I respect it.
And
he came out with a mic. He ready to talk shit.
And he gonna stay on the cop car? Yeah, real gangster shit. Yeah, we like that energy, Jacob. My man got this. My man went to the Coliseum on the last day and got them jeans done, babe.
That's a fact.
He got them jeans done at the Coliseum block. Shout out to the Collie block too, man. Rest in peace.
Oh, don't do that.
Rest in peace, Collie block. Man.
I have the video on my phone. I still have yet to bring myself to watch it.
Nah. Since I'm here on this live stream, shout out to my boy, Mr. Fingers as well. The hood mayor right there. That's Queens hood mayor right there, boy. Shout out to Mr. Fingers and everything he's doing for the community. Bell to Bell would love to be a part of that in some shape, form, or fashion. Absolutely. Especially when it comes to the Coliseum block, being there for the renaming of I think 160. I forgot what block he said, but it's on his Instagram at Mr. Fingers, not Fingaz. They're going to be renaming one of the blocks around Coliseum soon. Bell to Bell would like to be there for that, but other things as well with the community. We'd love to be involved. So
absolutely.
Shout out to anybody watching this. That's Queens get the money.
Yeah, no matter where I go, Southside, we outside, man. It's always going to be home.
Meanwhile, in Queens, hold up, guys. I want to hear the werewolf talk.
And for sure, check this out. I for sure don't live that life no more.
Yeah, he get police escorted. He can't come with cuffs. There's no cuffs on this man.
Cuffs, and from my family was going to embarrass me. And come on. He really died. Putting me in cuffs was going to embarrass me. That didn't bother me at all. Hell no.
Hell.
I mean, hell. Even the Popo know I ain't the same guy no more.
That's why they standing there respectfully like, yeah, he got it. You on our car and shit, but.
This is where he get it very twisted. Tomorrow night, unsanctioned match.
It's crazy. I kind of want to see this match, but then I'm like, Jacob needs to win.
No niggas, no police, no security, no management, no army, no navy. Hell, the SWAT team can't even stop me while I'm beating your ass.
Talk your shit, Jacob. I won't lie. That XO jacket's kind of fire. Yo, we need some bell-to-bell jackets, man.
Yeah. I am so tired of freezing my ass off at these events because I only have bell-to-bell shirts, T-shirts at that. Oh, my God.
I think we should make a smart move.
I mean, I already have the mock-ups done. I just haven't ordered them. But yeah, man, that shit was annoying.
Let's make a smart move. Ladies and gentlemen, when it comes to the season that we're currently transitioning from spring to summer, the best time to buy some good shit for the pending fall season is now.
Right now. Yep.
So yeah, bell-to-bell jackets, which is going to sound crazy when it's 90-degree weather outside, will be coming soon because eventually it's going to drop right back down to 60.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly why I'm putting you in the back in my rear view.
Yeah, because honestly, I think he beat Drew.
Yeah. Like Drew gets, he earns nothing from taking a win for this.
Two. Yo, I love me some Jacob Fatu, boy. I've been a Jacob Fatu since he wouldn't know about this. So this is going to be all brand new to him. But I've been a Jacob Fatu fan since that man was running around with the Contra unit on MLW. Shout out to Court Bauer.
Okay.
Where he was running around beating people ass just for the hell of it. Throwing people into doors. Like playing plate glass windows on top of cars. When I say he going to beat Drew ass, I love Drew. But Fatu is from around the way. He going to beat that ass. So I have Fatu winning that. If we were doing...
Yo, everybody went to Cali today.
Oh, shit, look at Charlotte. The bedazzled jacket? Yeah.
With the braids?
Yeah. Yeah, she went in the... And then around the... Yeah. Them shits are kind of tight to African hair braider. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know, it'd be a cherry on top.
Is the gear... Yo, I love Charlotte. Shout out to Charlotte. Happy birthday, Queen.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Me and Charlotte don't share the same birthdays, but we both turn the same illustrious age of 40. So, seeing Charlotte going back to her, like, more childlike and me more happy, she did an interview recently where she said last year's WrestleMania, she felt a lot more anxiety and pressure. And, of course, there's a whole Tiffany Stratton discourse happening. Mm-hmm. To now being able to, like, be a lot more calm and collected and being able to tag team with Alexa. She said she's more thankful for Alexa now than she's ever been in a long time they've known each other. And I'm like, that's big. Because as much as I love people like trying to dunk on Charlotte for all the time she's won the championship, let's be honest. Charlotte's a great, great athlete.
Yeah.
But who puts her in that position to win? Vince did. Who you going to be mad at? Her or Vince? Don't be mad at her for being great. But in this phase of her career, I love how she's now more so comfortable. It looks like she's comfortable in her own skin. Mm-hmm. I'm the shit. I'm Charlotte. But Alexa's my best friend. Cool.
Kind of like how Rhea kind of took a backseat to being in championship talks all the time, every time, because she was doing her thing with, you know, the whole Rhea Skipley thing.
Yeah. That name is every time.
Come on now. I don't understand how nobody else uses that. We see Rio. You got Sky, Ripley. Like, this shit goes together. Like,
Skipley.
What the fuck? Like,
Skipley, man.
It's right there. I don't know.
It is. I am not calling them Wepa up.
That is a trash ass name.
That's so trash. I am not calling them Wepa up. Who are they fighting for the tag team championship? That's my question. Seriously?
Grayson Waller and Kofi Kingston. I mean, they did just mention them. But see, this is the thing that is asinine. And this is also why I think, it didn't make sense to do a fucking draft last year. Even though I think if they would have took more time to work on it, it would have been perfect timing because this is when they just signed the deal with ESPN.
Right.
But the problem is if you keep the draft in the current state that it's in, it doesn't make sense.
No.
Why doesn't it make sense? Because you have people like Kofi Kingston and Grayson Waller who are originally fucking Raw wrestlers here on SmackDown. Same thing with...
Literally wallowing away.
Pun intended. Same thing with Rhea Ripley. Same thing with Jade Cargill coming... Well, okay, she's a champion. She has the right to do so. Okay, fine. Io Sky, she's on SmackDown. What the fuck?
Just to defend her girl? Come on now.
Like I miss the days where it was Raw versus SmackDown, where it was on site, where it's like, nigga, you stay on your side, we gonna stay on our side. And then when you have the draft and you have trades, it's a legitimate thing. Like this person never touched SmackDown soil. This person never touched Raw soil.
Right.
Now with the draft, oh, we're gonna get this person, we're gonna get that person. Okay, and then new complete storyline because they do not intersect with each other. This happy-go-lucky friendly shit. What the fuck are we doing?
I don't know, but I will say this. I'm in piggybacking off of that, what he's saying, that reminds me of the old days when we did have that brand split. And one of the focal points was when SmackDown, this was 2002, when we all, and eventually it was an insider term, the SmackDown Six. Kurt Angle, Chris Benoit, Edge, Rey Mysterio, Eddie Guerrero, and Chavo Guerrero, who anchored WWE Smackdown's brand in 2002. I don't want to say Chavo is in there so much, but it's because his tag team with Eddie and the constant matches between Edge and Rey, because I think they were the tag team champions at that time. You throw in others. John Cena was on that brand then. Big Show was on that brand when he was at that relevant point. SmackDown was cooking. And,
absolutely.
And in a lot of ways, cooking Raw. I didn't need Edge randomly showing up on Raw. I didn't need Rey Mysterio showing up on Raw. I'm just going to watch on Fridays, sometimes Thursdays if you throw it back. I'll watch on a Thursday because I know that's where I'm going to see the people I like. And I'll watch Raw for whoever I like at that time. I just feel like if WWE went back to that in any sense of the word, it'll really expose more of the fact that how, one, asinine some of their decisions with the people that are actually on the show versus on top of what we're doing with PLEs. Because if you now notice, a lot of the PLEs, I think most times, most of the matches are coming from SmackDown now. If you really look at it, like go back from all the way to damn near Royal Rumble to now, majority of the car is taken up by, and I get granted, yes, SmackDown has 3 hours. But we're talking about Raw, the flagship show. You're telling me there's not enough stories to fill up a PLE? When back in the day, when he's talking about, they used to have their own brand PLEs. There used to be Raw PLEs and SmackDown PLEs. I know that sounds crazy, right? But it was true. SmackDown and Raw had their own. They used to do SmackDown Raw, SmackDown a double pay-per-view, like a SummerSlam. SmackDown Raw, SmackDown. That's how they used to break it up. And that's why the Big Four was so emphasized. Royal Rumble, SummerSlam, Survivor Series, and WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Throughout those times, you had those individual PLEs to build each character on each brand, which kind of worked out because if Raw had the PLE that Sunday, the SmackDown stars was doing like a house show somewhere around there on Saturday. So just in case someone got hurt, hey, do you mind subbing in? It worked. And I got why after a while they had to bring it back together. But dude, now we're at a point where, like he's saying, EO is showing up to defend her friend. You don't got no title. Stay on Raw. Handle, what's the name of their crew?
Who?
Damn. Io Sky and Kairi Sane and Asuka.
Kabuki Warriors.
Stick to damage control business. Deal with that because it still obviously has not been done. You don't even have a match for EO now. Are we kidding? There's no match on WrestleMania for your best wrestler last year? Who stole the show with Bianca Belair and Rhea? Yo, please, Bianca, hurry up. Yeah. Please.
Yeah.
Save us.
I feel like we're all just a bunch of TNs and Krillins just waiting for Goku to come back from Namek or whatever.
But for real, like I feel like she's been legit
training with King Kai.
Bro, like I feel like she's been sitting in that chamber for so long. She's in the pod still getting here? When do you get hurry up? That was only
same thing with Naomi.
Yeah, because honestly, Naomi, and shout out to Naomi and also Jimmy Uso who had their baby.
Congratulations.
Definitely,
yeah.
It's understanding that we just both named SmackDown superstars. That show you something.
Now, I like playing devil's advocate and giving some pushback. Now, at the same time, as much as I do hate that we have all this intersection, you got Raw superstars going to SmackDown and vice versa. Do you not only see it? Do you not see it from a marketing perspective that if my favorite wrestler is Io Sky, and if she shows up on SmackDown, would that not do wonders for the numbers?
I mean, naturally. Honestly, it comes always. I always said this about wrestling, and I want to throw something your way since we tested each other here.
Sure.
I've always said I've always understood both sides of the business, the fan side and the business perspective.
Right.
I kind of compare it back to WVMR days. I know, but watch me cook here.
Mm-hmm.
When you know there's certain shows that are having higher ratings, naturally, as a business owner, I'm giving more opportunities to them. I.e., for example, Black Out the Rebel here had a radio show, Dark Side Radio, that led the ratings in 2 months, back to back, which is damn near impossible when you have 24 other shows from Monday to Sunday, and his Monday 8:30 slot, 8:30, mind you, every other show was 2 hours. His was an hour and a half. His whole show in that time was able to garnish at one point as high as 500 listeners in a month for an independent radio show.
Thank you, y'all.
Of course, naturally, it's like, hey, we're having a big concert for independent artists. What's one of your radio brands you think would definitely do it? Well, Dark Side Radio just dominated the airways for 2 months straight. That would make sense versus another show where it's like, hey, we'll just have some of your artists on this show. WWE, hey, we're going to throw Grayson Waller a bone here. We're going to throw Grayson Waller a bone here. Because we know his transition and whatever you're doing to build Kofi and Javon's story up is obviously going to lead to Grayson being the odd man out, especially when Xavier comes back.
True.
Can Grayson jump ship on Raw and make an impact? Maybe. But let's say that whole breakup happened and somehow Kofi ends up on Raw. Kofi ends up on SmackDown.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make a big... Hell yeah, it does. A former WWE champion just showed up on SmackDown with Xavier Woods or with Javon Evans. Thinking long term, I'm thinking for you, WWE. It's always a give and take. I feel like as much as I love brand split, it's always a give and take when it comes to shifting wrestlers.
Okay, fair.
Ooh, damn. I love R-Truth, man.
What's he doing?
Doing his regular shit. But it's just the fact that he's such a solid wrestler, man. And look, he been walking up.
Yeah.
He getting ready to go on tour. Wink, wink.
Yeah.
He ready to get on tour. It's so weird seeing his head shaved, though.
Yeah.
And Kofi, does Kofi got dread? I'm not dreads. Locks here?
Yeah.
Twice, yeah, pretty much.
Shout outs to Kofi and Grayson because both gentlemen were at R-Truth's one night only event at SOB's a couple of months ago just to show support alongside Javon Evans and Bailey. So it's things like that I truly respect and I acknowledge and notice because they didn't have to do that. And They were just in the cut too. It's not even like they tried to make it a big deal. Like, who we are. They were very low key. Like if you weren't standing in the vicinity of them,
I love that.
You wouldn't have even known.
Not even Hollywood.
For the whole night, I was looking at this big ass guy with this gray and black varsity jacket. I'm like, who the fuck is that? Like he must be somebody like on R-Truth's security staff. He must be new because he wasn't there the last time I saw him.
Right. The
light finally hits at the end of the night. That nigga was Javon Evans this whole time. The camera don't do this nigga justice. That nigga is crazy a fucking person. Yeah. I was like, yeah. I was like, what the fuck? Oh, man. Shout out to them.
There's stuff like that I love on the other side.
Absolutely, of wrestling, man.
Because at the end of the day, and regardless of what you guys say, these guys are friends in real life.
Yeah.
Not all of them, but a good amount of them are.
Yeah.
And they're going to obviously hang out because just like us, yeah, we're podcasters and you see us do this shit on a regular basis, but it doesn't mean that we just do this. We got other stuff that we do, personal and business-wise. I got it. Personal and business-wise. So it's a different... You got to give credit where credit's due, man.
Absolutely.
Give credit where credit, especially for someone like Javon Evans, who was just, I guess, coming up. If I remember correctly, that was around the time he wasn't even called up yet. I think he was still on NXT.
Are we talking about
the time when he showed up to R-Truth's Ron Killing's event? I think he was still NXT.
Yeah, I think so.
That says a lot.
Because wait, when was the draft?
That we did?
Yeah.
December.
He was, remember.
Oh shit, he just debuted not too long ago.
Yeah.
That says a lot. Freshly from NXT to Monday Night Raw, and Ron Killings comes to you and like, yeah, I'm having this event. Oh yeah, I'll pull up. Oh yeah. That's fucking dope. That's
Absolutely.
dope. That's dope. Yo, Javon Evans, you saw some of his interviews this the past few days?
No, I don't think I caught some of them. Wow, what's up?
You just tell that he has it, man. He just loves this.
Yeah.
He loves this.
That bright-eyed, bushy tail type of... Yeah.
Yeah. And it kind of goes into somebody else who had an interview. And I'm going to make the correlation in multiple ways. Again, y'all watch me cook. Again, I've been drinking, I've been smoking. Blackout the Rebel constantly shits on the fact that the Bell to Bell podcast colors is reminiscent to New York Knicks. So I say that because there was an interview recently with point guard, Puerto Rican native, and New York native Jose Alvarado, where he was asked by Carmelo Anthony how much. I thought even he wasn't asked by Carmelo. I think he was asked by Monica McNutt, who's part of MSG Network. What's the percent of NBA players you think actually love this? He was like 30, 40%. And Carmelo had to wait, hold on. The number of NBA players in NBA today, and you're saying only 30% of them actually love this? Put that in WWE perspective. You see Javon is one of those 30% who actually loves wrestling. And not just WWE, but loves wrestling.
Yeah.
The way he talks about it, the way he talks about himself as a character, the way he talks about other wrestlers, not just as people. You can tell he loves this.
That brings up a very good point because I think I saw something that read where you would think WWE wants people who, like I said, love wrestling.
Right.
Contrary to quite the contrary. They want people who don't wrestle because it's easier to train them to wrestle the way that WWE wrestles as opposed to getting somebody who's been wrestling their whole life and trying to retrain them to wrestle the way that they wrestle. And I was like, that makes a lot of sense. And if you look at some of the landscape with some of these people, that tracks.
It does.
No pun intended. People like Bianca Belair.
Correct.
Track record, literally, she was a track star. Jada Parker.
She's a runner.
Also a track star. Jasmine Nix, former soccer player. A lot of these people...
Obafemi, shot putter.
Yeah, a lot of these people really didn't have the love and passion for wrestling. It kind of came to fruition at some point in time in their own respective journey. But because they were able to because they didn't have any prior real experience as opposed to other people, they were easier to be trained as opposed to having to restructure everything that you think of.
Right.
Because whether you guys realize this or not, there's a stark difference between the way that WWE wrestles and the way that everyone else wrestles.
Correct. Somehow, I feel like that's lost in translation when we start talking about professional wrestling in general. Because for every...
Damn.
What's the best way I can... Damn, Damien. Here's a great correlation. For every Obafemi that you find, there won't be enough AJ Styles. So you'll find yourself a gold mine of a former shot putter, a former mat wrestler,
somebody who's just naturally
a former swimmer,
athletic that you can train and mold,
versus somebody who's been wrestling for 10, 15 years on the indies
this shit,
and literally lives this shit. A la where we're looking at now with Damian Priest. Famously said that he used to be a fucking bouncer at Atlantic City. This legit, he started to love this after he started wrestling more, and to the point where, the job himself was saying, hey, you're going to have to choose wrestling or this. And he's like, all right, well, I guess I'll be sleeping in my car. And gave because the manager at Atlantic City, or
let him live upstairs.
Right. He gave those keys right back. Like, well, I ain't giving this up. I like wrestling. And that's the type of people you want. You want people who not just like it, love it. Because they'll show more emotion, show the anger, and pay attention to the moves more.
Yo, what the fuck is our truth doing?
He about to do the John Cena warm up. Booyah!
Yeah.
I called it. This man has got to. Yo, I swear. I'm at a point now.
Damn, what the fuck is going on?
What are you doing, boy?
Uh-oh.
Yo, shout out to Damian Priest, man, being a great sport about this whole situation, man. I love it.
Damian's like, no.
Nah.
He's like, fuck.
Yo, but I love it because Damian is so with it, though.
They make it work.
Hey!
Okay, wait, bye.
Damian did that with a little sauce, bro.
Yeah, a little Sazone on that.
Oh, this is dope. I love to have a tag team move now.
Damn.
I love to have a tag team move now.
Gotta love it.
Gotta love it. And every time Damian is shocked, like, yo, this shit works? This is working?
Yeah.
All right, man. It's a paycheck right now. But I mean, eventually I'm going to be a world champion, but nah, I'm cool with this tag team.
Yeah.
Yo, Damian loves this, man. What is he gonna say on the art? Is he gonna say on the mic? He lost his shoe?
Who lost this? What the fuck?
How did that happen? Whatever. Anyway. Another thing that we didn't get a chance to talk about since the last time.
Okay.
That we didn't get to talk about since the last stream. Was the whole current setup on how shoot, I lost my train of thought again. It was a WWE question. It's something that you said you mentioned on our drive here that I'm like, yeah, we gotta talk about that.
What was that? Was that Dynasty? Was that AEW related?
Was it AEW related? Well, we've been talking a lot WWE. We could talk AEW while they're showing this damn Pat McAfee promo.
Oh, fuck Christ.
McAfee, sorry, McAfee.
I mean, I want to get to the root of what you were talking about. I'm just throwing out ideas.
I know Dynasty we had to talk about, but there was something. Yeah, there was something we said that we was gonna make sure to talk about here on the stream today too. Well, maybe we'll come back to you. Let's talk about AEW. How did you think? What do you think of AEW Dynasty?
Oh, Dynasty was amazing. I mean, listen, I talk a lot of shit. Their PLEs are like 18 hours long. You need like 4 weeks to watch the entire thing.
Dragging it.
But from start to fucking finish,
yo,
every single match slaps.
Yep.
Whether you like these people, whether you never heard of them, whether you hate their fucking guts.
Yep.
Every single thing slapped. Like, I am so like, once again, it's the gold star analogy. Like, AEW really can do no wrong. Even if they have a horrible PLE right now, I can excuse it.
Yeah.
The fucking Revolution alone, which we didn't get a chance to talk about, was so fucking amazing.
Yeah.
We got fucking who do we get? We got Ospreay coming back. We had a Ronda Rousey appearance out of fucking nowhere. What else happened that night that was incredible?
Bro, so
it was a couple of things.
There's so much going on. My mind is stuck on Dynasty and realizing that for the first time in a long time, I didn't expect Ospreay and Omega to lose.
Yeah.
I thought one of them was going to win. And honestly, I had a feeling for a while it was going to be Omega because my fantasy booking, which is a lot of other people's online, was we're going to get Omega versus Ospreay at All In, where Ospreay wins the title in his home country. I feel like we're still on course for that. I just no longer see how we get there. Because All In is in August? July?
I guess. You know better than me.
August. I think August 10th. And I'm mistaken.
Do you see a world where Ospreay takes the belt from Darby Allin?
I don't know. That's where I'm stuck at. I just don't know.
Because this is his first time becoming champion?
Who?
Darby.
Yes.
So, I mean, do you think that it's wise that you let him get somewhat of a decent reign? Because from now to the summer, you're saying that's only 4 or 5 months.
Yeah.
If that.
I believe, because this relates to Dynasty, I believe the way Darby and Andrade wrestled their
Yeah.
That's why I don't understand the discourse about Darby Allin. Darby Allin can fucking wrestle.
I think people just watch the highlights and just think that he's like a ragdoll. They think of him as a slimmer Mick Foley. Like he's just there to just take bumps.
No, not at all, man.
Nah, that nigga can go.
But I love that last. He calls it the Last Supper. That where he crushes the legs and he push it. Yo, that's such a sick way to pin somebody. But if you notice, it works for him because he's so small. He's basically counterweighting the person underneath him that he's holding down for a pin. You can't really kick out unless you're going to tear a shoulder or you just wait till you can pin. And the fact that it worked so well on someone like Andrade, who was so focused on the fact that Darby was so small, they have such great chemistry. I would love to see that run back.
Andrade is another one of those people where it's like he can probably make us look good in the wrestling match right now.
Yo,
with no prior experience,
no lie,
we could put on a banger.
Yeah, no lie, because we're at a point now. I look at the premise of, and going back to your point, it's Darby. What I think is going to happen. Okay. Darby won this past Wednesday. If y'all haven't watched Dynamite, spoiler alert.
Sorry.
Darby Allin's your world champion.
Yes.
And it sucks because I want tickets so fucking bad. I feel like we're going to run it back. MJF versus Darby again at Double or Nothing here in New York. Which is literally 30 minutes away from where we record the Belt About podcast.
Hey, shout out to USB.
So, no, not USB.
Where?
Louis Armstrong Stadium. Well, next to the tennis court next to, oh my God, Citi Field is.
Oh, okay.
The tennis court right over on the other side.
I got you, man. Oh, okay, cool.
I believe MJF is going to boast the fact that he is literally 30 miles from the most loveliest place on earth, Plainview, Long Island, New York, and that he deserves a big return to his...
Fuck?
Yeah. He loves himself some Long Island, man.
A lot of Long Island people on AEW. Him, Chris Statlander, Cornbread.
Willow Nightingale for translation.
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know. There's your Bell-to-Bellism right there. There's something about MJF being in New York that he always makes a big deal about. And I think that's going to be the selling point of him coming back to New York, him having family, you have your West Side Guns showing up, all those type of people. You know what I mean? Like making a real New York type of event. Him coming back and winning the title here in New York. I feel like that's going to be our outcome. And then people forget, because All In is coming up, we got to get into the Owen Hart Cup. Because the winner of the Owen Hart Cup tournament gets a title shot at All In.
Interesting. Okay.
I feel like we then now navigate into Kenny Omega trying to get into the Owen and winning it. The same pay-per-view that they do the finals of the Owen Hart Cup tournament should be the same night. It's MJF versus Ospreay. Both of them win at the same time.
That boy good. I like that. Because they just had the segment where they both lost. Yep. So to then have that segment where they both win on the same night. Yeah.
I don't know how Ospreay gets there, but for Kenny, based on that promo we just saw, which is the promo from last week, from this past Wednesday, he's out to prove to people that he's still the hero. That he's proving that he's still the man and he can still do this. Why not prove it in AEW's version of the most second rigorous tournament, the Owen Cup final? Give me Kenny Omega and... Matter of fact, give me Kenny Omega and Jon Moxley in the final.
Shit. Okay.
I would love to see Kenny and John run it back.
Okay.
Give me Kenny Omega, Jon Moxley in the final, where Kenny Omega wins. Then their very next match, MJF versus Ospreay. Ospreay beats MJF, and Ospreay and Kenny come out at the same time, looking at each other like fancy meeting you here. Look at us. Look at us. Who would have thought? I would love that moment.
Did we just become best friends?
Yeah. I think that's what
I like it. I'm not mad at it.
Because there's nothing else makes sense. There's not enough PLEs leading up to All In for either one of them to get the title shot. I don't see Kenny getting a rematch. But I don't see Ospreay going into a tournament right now. I feel like they're gonna pace him out to get that title shot, because you don't sit there and have him lose at Dynasty and not put him back on a winning streak somehow. You know what I mean? I think he's your big seller. He has to be your money match in his home country.
Yeah.
Why not put him in a tournament where he's like, oh, I'm doing this for me, but I'm doing for all the lads back overseas that if I win this tournament, I'm guaranteed going to be in the main event. I've got to win this. That's his motivation. I got to win this because if Kenny Omega wins that, I'm going to All In after this pay. I forgot what the pay-per-view is. If I win this, I know I'm going to go in as champion. That's big for him.
Okay.
And then, of course, I'm sorry, Kenny got to lose, man. Kenny is not going to win against Ospreay at All In. If that's going to be the match,
a healthy Ospreay,
no. Do I see Kenny eventually winning the AEW World Championship back? Yes, but this is going to sound crazy. Not until towards the end of this year.
I don't think that sounds crazy at all.
I give it around October where we're talking about Wrestle Dream.
Okay.
Because then I want to see Ospreay. I want to see Omega versus Swerve again. I am dying to see another Swerve versus Omega match, man.
I was really interested to see what would happen if Swerve would have beat Kenny Omega and he became the senior vice president.
Yeah, me too.
Because that would have been like when
a very interesting storyline.
That would have been like when Austin became the boss for for that interim.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what would a world where AEW is ran by Swerve look like?
Honestly, I don't know about you, Swerve, but I'm going to speak for you in this case.
A lot more white women. Who said that? Oh, somebody watching us? Okay.
Did Jay got the cheeks out tonight? Wow, that's crazy. No, what I was gonna say is, shout out to my girl Athena, our forever Ring of Honor Women's World Champion. Definitely would be putting her on the fucking main card because what we doing with Athena, man? I love to see her wrestle. Give me Athena versus Megan Bayne. I would love to see that.
Okay.
Give me, and we were talking about this recently. We need to call up Vel Velvet too. Vel Velvet should no longer be in Ring of Honor after a while. That Mercedes win was so big for her.
Mm-hmm. I agree with that. Yeah.
I would love to see her against Willow.
Red Velvet Cake versus Cornbread?
Yeah, I can't with this guy.
Sound like a slobber knocker to me.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure. I cannot. I forgot we're doing all the WrestleMania promos. We're doing all the WrestleMania promos, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, so right now you got Rhea Ripley coming out with to talk shit against Jade and her bodacious baddies, Baps, whatever you want to call them.
Not Baps. Yo! That man digged in the archives for that one, y'all.
If you're not an 80s baby, I apologize. My bad.
My man said Baps. Wow. Yeah, yeah. I'm at a point where I'm okay with not giving them a group name either. Just let them hang out with each other.
No. We're not going to vision this shit. I need legitimate names.
They don't even.
But then again, at the same time, they're also dog shit at that because we also got Waper up.
Which makes no sense.
The fuck? But, you know what? Beggars can't be choosers. I wanted to see more people than the usual suspects get some type of spotlight. And I got that. This is the most we have seen B-Fab and Michin in a very, very long time.
Yeah, very true.
So I'm not mad at it. You know, I think you got to share the spotlight, share the wealth, and you got to start making that exchange of passing the baton of the usual suspects. Some of them are older than others, Charlotte Flair, to the new breed, the people who are still up and coming that still have, you know, a lot to achieve in their career. The B-Fabs, the Meechins, the Nikki Crosses, even though she's been a world champion already, people act like that doesn't exist. True. All she's doing is just being fucking Sister Abigail, fucking Annabelle ass.
Not Annabelle.
Like, what were you doing?
Wasting time. Shout out to everyone who's watching on the TikTok right now.
Definitely. Thank you.
My boy Ant Nerd You Apparel. He was like, she did hurt people.
Who?
What? I forget. We said she hurt people. It was like, she did hurt people.
Yeah, that was a thing.
And he also said Jacob's going to win because Drew has to film a movie, Highlander. I forgot about that. Yes, Drew is off to film Highlander after WrestleMania.
Good for him. Shouts to him. That's a nice fit.
Chris Moon, he's also on.
This nigga again. Yo, Chris, what's up, man? You might as well be an unofficial part of Bell to Bell at this point.
In a sense, basically. He asked if we saw the Nick Khan quote. Yeah, I mentioned it early in the stream, the Nick Khan quote. When he's doing the 3 hard R's. Oh, I'm sorry. That was disrespectful. Yeah, I'm at a point now where I don't trust WWE's decision making when it comes to naming things or even in a point of what's going to happen next with some of their big stars. Let's start breaking down WrestleMania card. This is going to start breaking.
All right, let's do it.
It'll make things easier in what we're trying to discuss anyway overall, and I think maybe it'll jog my memory of what I was thinking about.
Mm-hmm.
So WWE WrestleMania. I hope y'all didn't think we had that whole match card off the top of our head. We need our phones here.
Yeah.
Let's see. WrestleMania matches. Night 1. Let's start with the very top. I just talked about it. Division. Logan Paul and Austin Theory and I Show Speed with Paul Heyman against the Usos and LA Knight. Who's winning? Where do they go from there?
Wait. You said I Show Speed
and Division. Logan Paul and Theory against the Usos in LA. Yeah.
I really don't know because I feel like they've made it abundantly clear that they do not want to push LA Knight in any shape, form, or capacity.
No, they don't.
You got that U.S. championship a while ago, nigga.
Nigga, damn.
That's it, nigga. That's as good as it's gonna get for you.
And it's wild to even think that's like, what did the great Compton poet say, Kendrick? It's not enough.
Unfortunately, this sucks for Jimmy, but the only reason why he's even being mentioned in the WrestleMania card at all is because of main event Jey Uso.
It's just them, Us.
And I don't know if that's going to subside because of the controversy that's going on outside of that with him and allegedly my baby who's cheating on me, but we're going to settle that behind the scenes. You know, Jada Parker.
We'll finish out your thought, but not to rain on the parade, which I was shocked when I saw this. So as you know, they're on WrestleMania Raw right now. You gonna go refill?
I might not.
All right.
Well, we're talking about Jada Parker not being faithful to me, so I might not.
So
this is gonna hurt.
So
I might need to
bring the
bottle for this.
Bring the bottle. Bring the bottle. Might as well bring the bottle. So there's I forgot what radio show it was. I think it may be Shannon Sharp's and Chad Ochocinco's a nightcap when Jey Uso was on.
Yeah, that's my Michelle.
And I can't. And he said, I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, yeah, correct me on it. But I do know Jey Uso said that. So he got asked. Oh, so who was that thing?
Yeah. He's like, oh, come on, man.
Instagram. He's like, come on, man. I mean, that's mine. What else that be?
See,
let me just throw in there. People can be married and separated, y'all. It's possible. Anything is possible.
This is true.
Okay? I don't know their personal lives. I can care less about that part of their personal lives. If him and his wife are separated, then they separated. They don't need to be telling y'all all their business.
The same way with me and Jada Parker's business. She knows where home is. We're going to get, Let me just take another sip.
Yeah.
This is, God damn it.
In this regard.
I feel like Will Smith right now. Cut me out, huh?
In this regard, though, we're almost getting to a point where if this is a real thing between them, then fuck it. It's the real thing. But it shouldn't diminish defending his baby now. It shouldn't diminish the work Jada Parker puts in on the wrestling ring. Because at the end of the day.
Or the pops that she receives.
Listen, it's at
consistently.
It's at to the point now, they're pulling a Trick Williams with Jada and added the Miss Parker to her entrance music. That wasn't, if you listen back to the NXT show this past Tuesday,
yeah, man,
that wasn't all the NXT PC weirdos saying Miss Parker. It was a part of her song to start the chant. Similar to Jey Uso. Do you see where I connected the dots, ladies and gentlemen? There's a level of what they're trying to do and build with Jada Parker. And I believe that all leads to maybe her connection with, I don't know, Jey Uso. It won't lead to a WrestleMania win, but, whatever.
Yeah. Since we're on the subject of her, I feel like I don't know if Jada is in a very fragile state as far as her character is concerned. I think everything that she has to do has to be extremely meticulous and well thought out 6-7 steps ahead. Why do I say that? Is because from the very get-go, when we saw her being kind of the manager for OTN.
Yeah.
She was a breakout, standout star.
You could just tell.
It didn't take long.
No.
We loved her attitude. We loved how authentic she was. I can pretty much remember every single rivalry she had because she always brought some edge and some energy to it. The rivalry that she had with her and Roxanne Perez, the street fight that she had with Michin,
bro, the underground match with Lola Vice, bro, the fucking street fight she had with Lola Vice when she got hit with a brick.
The Royal Rumble moment where it was her, Lash Legend, Naomi, and Bianca Belair. The ladder match that she had at
what was that?
Was that Underground?
No, that wasn't Underground. That was Battleground.
Battleground, yeah.
That was in Vegas. That was in Vegas a few years back.
She has moments. Like her reputation does speak for itself. Do I think she's the greatest wrestler? No, I think there is still some room for improvement. But I will say that she has gotten significantly better, and that's what I was always saying. You have to allow the person to be able to be in a position to grow. I always try to be as critical and be unbiased as possible. Do I love Jada Parker with my heart and soul? As
love her down.
But there is a part of her that needs to improve in the ring. But how is one to do that if they're never given the opportunities to do so?
Very true.
So now we didn't see her for a long time. I think it was like September or so. And then we saw her pop back up around January-ish.
Yes.
Literally a week after we said some shit here on this show about her.
Yep.
Which, once again, WWE run us that fucking check.
Run it.
But yeah, so now she comes back. She has a feud with Blake Monroe. Loses that. Okay. She has a match here or there where she does win. But when it comes time for the big ones, like NXT Revenge that just took place on Tuesday, she loses to Kalani Jordan. Someone who doesn't need another dub right now. Kalani Jordan is in that queue of the JC Janes, the Fallon Henleys that are just waiting around to be called up because they've already put in the groundwork. There's nothing else that needs to be done here. Right now, at this particular moment, I feel like Kalani Jordan is doing her victory lap.
Yeah.
Like at some point in time when things suck more like enough ratings wise in SmackDown or Raw, that's when they're going to call her up and try to get her in the mix of things.
Yep.
But this is already going to be too late because we're going to see you trying to run around like a chicken with your head cut off, like we see right now this entire WrestleMania promo run since January.
Literally, because it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't.
No.
But this is my thing.
Okay.
Because I'm going to factor in WrestleMania for almost every decision going forward right now from WWE. Because for them, this is supposed to be like
the creme de la creme.
Right. And as Joe Tessitore said to Triple H in an interview recently, there is no off season. But we all know who watch wrestling the big deal. WrestleMania happened. But Raw after WrestleMania, the big debuts, the big whatever, even now SmackDown after WrestleMania has become a big thing. I call it the NXT call-up night. I honestly believe, for me, my highlight of the weekend are the matches on Saturday and Sunday. But I'm hoping and praying JC Jane show her ass up on Raw after WrestleMania. So I was because I was going to say, because I don't know where we go with the AJ and Becky match. I'm 50-50 on who wins it. But whoever it is, JC Jane should rock their jaw for the title on the first night and win it.
Interesting. So you want to give her the Saraya?
Yep. I want them to call it back because they haven't done it since.
I'm not mad at that.
And that would make JC Jane on the main roster. There'll be no doubt of dropping the ball of JC Jane if you let her win the Women's Intercontinental Championship on her first night on the main roster on Raw after WrestleMania. There is no way. Because there's been so many people talking about, how would you book her? How would you book her? Easy. If last Tuesday was her last match on NXT, Raw after WrestleMania, she should show up. Not just doing anything. Don't give her the big hype package. Let her debut, surprisingly. And all I want to see is somebody's jaw get taken off, bro. That roller encore on the main roster? Yeah. I need that. Now, and I feel like it's time for JC to get that level of shine.
Okay. Now, piggybacking off that, are you saying you want a single JC Jane? You don't want Fatal influence JC Jane?
Because I almost feel like they're gonna rehash their storyline where JC is there leading things and doing stuff, and then she runs into the girlies that like, oh, it's just you. Where's your? I don't need them to do this. Here comes the title match. Boom! Here come Fallon and Laney debuting, like week or 2 or 3 later.
I hear what you're saying.
You know what I mean? Like, kind of slow burning. Not just throw all 3 of them to the wolves right there and there. Because obviously that didn't work with shout out to the Riot Squad, Ruby Soho, Liv Morgan, and Sarah Logan.
That was going to be my comparison I was going to bring up, because I think there was a point in time where we were in our group chats and you were saying that we've never had a woman successful Shield like call up where they collectively came up and was kind of wrecking shit.
Nope.
So do you see a world where that still could be a possibility?
Yeah, it could be, but it will take the figurehead to be the crew to bring the crew together. Like for instance, like CM Punk talks about all the time, like the idea of talking to Roman and trying to make Roman look good and be the star. All 3 of them were destined for greatness. Let's be honest, and they all are bona fide wrestling, not just WWE, because Mox Ambrose is in AEW.
Yep, but
they're wrestling Hall of Fame worthy. I believe that if you put this into a level of who was the automatic leader off of just judging a book by its cover, you would have thought it was Roman. Just off the strength, you thought it was Roman until they put Roman with Seth and they became a tag team and won tag team gold. That same thing can happen again with Fatal Influence. But I feel like they need to highlight JC. They have to highlight JC.
At the same time, as much as I agree with you that they need to highlight JC, they finally need to fucking... Oh, so we're actually getting Jordan Grace, because for a while it was up in the air whether we're going to get her or not. Glad to see she's cleared and she's good. She's back, ready to go.
Yeah, she was on main event this week, and when I saw that, I was like, all right, cool. I see what they're doing.
Okay, damn,
Tiff.
Yeah, listen. Okay, but like I was saying, as much as I agree with you,
say real quick,
what's up?
Yo, Tiffany Stratton got a fire outfit here on SmackDown.
Yo,
but I almost feel like it's a WrestleMania outfit, and she's wearing it because she's not on the card. Go ahead, continue.
Could be. Now, as much
she was in the fucking promos.
As much as I agree that they would need to push JC, we also need to see more fucking what's her name? Lacey Reed.
Laney Reed. Yeah.
We have yet to see her be utilized. It's literally the same copy paste of Jasmine Nix.
Almost.
I'm very strongly. If you watch us, you know how I feel about Jasmine Nix. I think there was a lot of wrestling potential there. I think she was naturally talented and gifted.
Yeah, you did.
And I think that there was a great storyline there had they have actually focused on her the way that they should have. You can't have a faction talking about, I'm tired of these new people thinking that they run shit, and you have the veterans, JC and Fallon, taking Jasmine Nix under her wing, and they don't do jack shit with her. Barely does anything as a manager. She might interfere in match here and there, but how many singles matches did she really have? What was the whole point? Now it's the same thing with Laney Reed. Like,
yeah, we're back in the same. I get what you're saying.
The fuck?
Honestly, the one thing I was saying early in the whole transition from Jasmine to Laney, and I think I mentioned it on the podcast or maybe on the stream, that if they're gonna do this, then don't make it seem like it was an even trade. Make it seem like storyline wise, you upgraded. Now I've seen Laney wrestle. I think we've seen some matches, maybe Evolve. I think I seen her when she was just like coming up, and I think she was trying to be a part of the NXT Breakout tournament like 2-3 years ago. I could be wrong, because I vaguely remember her years ago. But that's how I know she's good. Like, she's been putting the work in the PC.
Yeah.
But my thing is, damn, that was a vicious back elbow, Jordan.
And you heard that click.
Don't try this at home. There's a level of putting your star in the forefront when it comes to these groups. Like, you never want nobody to get outshadowed. Like, even now, The MFT did a whole 8-man match, and I forgot they're doing garbage at this on Fridays.
Mm-hmm.
MFTs are doing a whole 8-man match, but they just said Tala Tonga's coming back out there for the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal.
Mm-hmm.
That's dope because it keeps everybody in the group highlighted. They could easily put Laney in like in the. I said this last time. Why is Fallon wrestling for the Speed title? I love Fallon. She should be beyond a Speed title
In North America.
Yeah,
Wasn't she North American?
she was. Which is why I don't understand why they put her in that contention. But again, I don't work for WWE, even though y'all steal some of our ideas. My point I'm trying to make is before it even gets a chance to call up, Laney and Fallon should have found some chemistry for maybe a random WWE Women's Tag Team title shot.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe a random, let's show up on like a SmackDown or something. And I don't know, something that just showed them clicking more.
Mm-hmm.
So it makes sense when they all three are called up. Because I think we both talked about this already. Call up Fatal Influence.
Yes.
They no longer need to be there.
Yeah. And honestly, when you have, no pun intended, when you have trios,
Yeah.
it's not that hard, especially if you already have one. Obviously, you have the leader of the group.
Right.
You have that person already have the highest belt.
Yep.
It's a very easy transition to have the other two just take a tag team championship belt.
And that's
So
it.
that eliminates, that kills two birds with one stone, literally. So now you don't have to worry about one person going for a North American, another person going for Speed title. This way you have more storylines to flesh out where it doesn't have to center around them. Because
Right.
God forbid, if somebody gets injured, now we are up in upheaval. We don't know what the fuck to do. Vision. So yeah, you gotta make sure that it's an easy it's an easy layup. Have them be tag team champions.
Honestly.
That shows how well oiled of a machine that they really are, where it's just not them doing underhanded things. It's like, no, they can really go. We don't really need to do the underhanded shit.
Right.
We're just good at it.
We're just good at it. Right. And we're good at hiding this shit too.
Exactly.
But on that same level though, to be honest with you,
Mm-hmm.
you know how this shit go. WWE don't care about tag teams. Have they ever? There's no reason why I'm sitting here watching.
Well, they did at one point.
At one point, but there's no reason why I'm sitting here and I was just literally going to show Blackout this, that they was doing live matches from WWE World, which is their big takeover of whatever convention center out there.
Mm-hmm.
One of the featured matches was Fraxium versus Motor City Machine Guns. Could have been on TV, ladies and gentlemen. Nope.
Yeah.
We are relegated to having them wrestle on YouTube that randomly pops up as a live stream on a random Thursday in the afternoon. What are we doing?
I don't understand where the hatred for tag teams came from.
I love tag team wrestling.
As much as you want your single stars, your Stone Colds, your Rock, your Seth Rollins now, you know, all these great people that can stand on their own and deliver, the industry wouldn't be where it is without tag teams.
Pun intended.
Like the fucking Hardys, the Dudley Boys,
Facts.
Edge and Christian,
Facts.
APA.
Facts.
Who else? I can keep going. Brothers of Destruction.
Yo, when Undertaker and Kane came together as a tag team was so fire.
The novelty tag teams, Rock and Sock Connection.
Yo, I love the whole storyline of Rock and Sock Connection. That was one of my favorite times to watch wrestling, man.
Mine too.
But then you go on my side when I was watching a lot of TNA, and I was a TNA kid, so I was watching Generation Me, who became the Young Bucks, Motor City Machine Guns, Beer Money. Before it was Beer Money, it was America's Most Wanted. I'm missing somebody that was important. And then eventually, fucking Dudley's came over to TNA, and they was Team 3D, and they were doing the same wrecking shop there too. Like our teams in WWE, WWF, Un-Americans, when it was Test, Lance Storm, and Christian. Like
Leak's favorite tag team, the Bella Twins.
Throw that man right under the bus, boy. Yo, that is wow.
This is what happens when we don't show up to defend yourself, nigga.
Wow. Throw that man right under the bus. And speaking of that, perfect transition. I think it's happening on Saturday too, which makes it even more fire.
The Bella Twins they're a part of the Fatal 4-Way tag team, right?
With the Irresistible Forces, Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss, Bayley and Lyra Valkyrie, and the Bellas for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships. Who do you got winning that, sir?
because the writing has been consistently dog shit, and we're in the ruthless depression era. I can see a world where the Bella Twins take it.
Honestly, that's what I thought it's building up to, and I got kind of like shitted on in the comments for it. But again, I see both sides of things. I don't always pay attention to the fan side. I would love to see down the line Jacob Fatu win a world title within the next 2 years. Trick Williams win a world title within the next year or so. But on the business side, in this case, WWE Women's Tag Team Championships haven't been really big and relevant the way they were, as the way Naomi and Mercedes and then Sasha were fighting, and Bayley were fighting for them to be something.
Mm-hmm.
Bella Twins, Hall of Famers.
Okay, check this out, Mighty Mouse.
Hey, yo.
All right. If y'all are watching SmackDown right now, you know. What the fuck was that? All right.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Yeah, that's way off because I've never seen that in a wrestling ring.
I want to see more of it. That was like a front devil's kiss. That was the devil's smooch.
Was that a package pile driver powerbomb?
What he said, yeah. Continue what you were saying.
Damn, Jordan. Look at this shit. Yeah, packaged into a sit-up power bomb. Yo, commentate. Yo, listen. I'm telling you now, wrestling companies, you want a play-by-play and a color commentator for your wrestling event? Call us, man. I know these moves like the back of my head.
He knows the moves. I'm going to say bullshit.
But it's good bullshit because it flows right into the wrestling. One day I think we should do that. We should like find a random wrestling event. Remember, we said we was going to do whatchamacallit too.
Do what?
I wanted to rewatch Lucha Underground.
Okay.
And we can do our own commentary.
Okay. Like put it on mute and just
and do our own commentary. And because I could be able to explain to people, and you could just talk your shit.
All right.
Prettiest moonsault ever.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
There you go. I mean, how do I feel about this win? For those of you guys who are not watching, Tiffany Stratton just won against Jordan Grace, a.k.a. Mighty Mouse. Unfortunately, this doesn't lead anywhere. This is just, honestly, this is a filler. Because neither one of them are going to WrestleMania. Neither one of them is in a feud. I mean, I'm happy to see Jordan Grace wrestle. She's great. She's amazing. I have no issues with her. Tiffany Stratton, her character has been dull, but her wrestling has always been pretty decent. Exceptionally decent. But it's like, well, what am I supposed to do with that?
And I don't know, man.
But what were you originally saying before we got distracted?
I would say Bella Twins would make sense to winning because they're the Bella Twins. They're Hall of Famers. They're relatively, I guess you could say, big streamers, but more so content creators.
Mm-hmm.
But they're also public figures.
And also newly reunited.
Everybody loves a good
novelty run. Just like what we had with Lita and Trish.
Thank you. That's what I'm thinking. So,
but that's different. They actually are talented.
Ooh.
Sorry, Lee. My bad.
Sheesh. But but in that same sense, though, I want Lyra and Bayley to win. They both deserve their WrestleMania moment.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, okay, so before I get into what I was going to say, the backlash that you received for saying Nikki for the Bella Twins are going to win, I think people need to understand that there's a difference between who you want to win and who you think has a good chance.
Correct.
From a business perspective, like you were talking about, it stands to reason that maybe the Bella Twins have a better advantage because of all the variables that you just said.
Right.
Now, do you want them to win? That's a very different question, and I think people who are not in the interview world can't decipher the two. But because this is what we do, I can understand that. I see what you're saying, and I can read between the lines. This is who you think from a business perspective has the better chance of winning. But who do you want to win? That's a different question because obviously he says Bayley and Lyra, which I can kind of agree with because, and this is going to lead to what I was going to ask, because you were around for the 4 horsewomen, and Bayley was one of the 4. Obviously, for those of you who are kind of new, it was Charlotte Flair, Bayley, like I just said, Bianca Belair.
No, not Bianca Belair.
Oh no, not Bianca.
No,
Sasha Banks. I'm sorry, and Charlotte Flair.
Charlotte Flair. Sasha Banks, Becky Lynch, and
Becky. Yeah, there you go. So out of those four, why do you think it's always Bayley that kind of seems to be getting the short end of the stick continuously?
I don't know because I would put Bayley. I think we talked about this before. If we ever had to rank the four horsewomen, I can't rank them because they all brought something different into the wrestling realm.
Absolutely.
And for Bayley, I feel like it's weird. She's the heart. She's not even the heart. Yeah, I'll say that because I feel like Mercedes, Sasha, she's the soul. But Bayley's the heart of the four horsewomen because she cares so much about this business.
Yeah, I get that.
And her level of compassion kind of goes unnoticed sometimes because of who she is as the character. You almost forget. It's like, dude, this was somebody who came in brand new and her character was smiling faces and hugs and stuff. And she got serious on the main roster to change and just became even more like Ding Dong Hello was so great during the pandemic, man. She had her own talk show. This shit was hilarious. But you saw so many different levels of her character. Okay. You almost feel like it's never appreciated enough. And I don't know why. Maybe because Charlotte has Charlotte has the legacy behind her. Sasha and Mercedes just have a different grit about her compared to the other four. And Becky just has a different fire between like her getting her nose broken on live TV and letting that shit leak after Nia hit her. It would just set her apart from all the other women at that point. Bayley is kind of left to like, that's cool, but this squared circle is what gets you to that point. I'm going to be the person to help lead that. And I almost felt like that's always been her consistent thing, which is not a bad thing. But for WWE, that may not be great.
Yeah, kind of like what who was your man's that was saying that they don't see Chelsea Green as a main eventer?
Yeah, Michael Hayes.
Michael Hayes, kind of seeing her as that, like she's the one to help people become great.
And I do not believe that because
I don't think so either.
I'll say it like this: as we watch the greatest known as Trick Williams come out.
Sheesh.
It's crazy how they really pulled off this double turn way before WrestleMania happened too. Legit, they basically turned Trick a baby face and made Sammy a bad guy. Legit in the span of,
but without really too much involvement. This naturally kind of happened.
Yeah,
the world is gravitating naturally towards Trick, and we're seeing Sammy do some fuck shit. And he's
not the bad guy though.
That's the beauty of it. When you're the heel and you don't believe that you're the heel.
My man came out here and said, when I realized I didn't have to do shit for you guys, I just let all this shit go. I don't care because my real fans know me. And I'm like, yeah, talk your shit, Sammy.
Not bad. Now, before we get too carried away with Trick, Sammy, and all that, I like what you said, and I want to extrapolate that. You were saying that Bayley is the heart of the four horsewomen, and you were saying Mercedes Moné or Sasha Banks was the soul. How would you characterize Becky and Charlotte?
The only two things are left are the mind and the body. Okay. Charlotte's the mind and Becky's the body.
Well, yeah,
because if you put
Becky Two Cheeks, I remember that match.
Oh my god!
It's like, yo, I see what she was. Seth is a visionary for real.
I can't, man. That's not the reason. Dang it.
Yeah, all right, nigga.
But in the analogy of mind and body, Charlotte again, she's the legacy. This is in her blood, legit. Like you don't fake knowing wrestling and just all of a sudden be uber athletic, bro. You're just that.
True. And
on the realm of knowing the business and knowing the place that she was put in, you understand why she has legit a mind for this and where she's at, and even now that she can be in a tag team with Alexa Bliss, another world champion, and still be somewhat of a focal point. Yeah. Where the body part, as far as Becky, I mean, look at all the shit Becky's been able to do, man. No one expected her to be a main event. She got rocked and ran with the ball. Now she's now on TV, movies, still wrestling, damn near full time. I won't say full time, but damn near full time, while also being a mother and a published author. Like, bro,
it's not just her saying all of this. Sports Illustrated is saying this.
I heard Bleacher Report was saying it too. But that's what, like the mind, heart, body, soul. You see how all four of them, bro. Wrestling wouldn't be where it is for women if it wasn't for them four.
Yeah.
Women.
I don't know when Lil Yachty coming back.
Oh.
I don't know if he'll be back tomorrow. I don't know if he'll be back Sunday. Which means Sami Zayn, you did something worse than hurt my friend.
You hurt my brother.
You hurt Trick Williams' interest for WrestleMania with the haluva kick.
Oh, they're not going to perform that. I don't know if anybody knows. So Trick Williams is out here talking right now on SmackDown. And he's talking about how him, like Lil Yachty, got haluva kicked out to his boots last week on SmackDown. Then they sat there and dropped a song on Twitter today, and I'm like,
oh, speaking of songs,
yeah.
What did you think of Liv Morgan's new track?
I'll say what I said on Twitter. This is her song? Okay, sure. I'd much rather Nikita Lyons debut.
Oh, shit. Faithy J?
Much rather. I'd rather that promo be that.
Oh. Trick ain't shit. Trick ain't shit.
There's a walking gingerbread man in the middle of the ring, bro.
Oh, man. Okay.
I'm fucking weak. That must be Yachty in the costume.
It has to be. All right, so, Mainstream, now I have a question for you because of what we're watching. Do you know
what?
The gingerbread man?
Oh, you know what? No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. It's gotta be Yachty.
This is jokes.
Las Vegas, let me introduce you to Sami Zayn.
Honestly, stark difference. There's a lot of work that still needs to be done. I understand that. With that being said, the way Trick can command a ring,
yes, he can.
Has microphone control.
Mm-hmm.
He's very reminiscent of The Rock.
Yeah.
Just naturally has it. You just give him the mic and get out the way and let him go. Mm-hmm. It works. You don't need a whole lot of involvement. You don't. Oh, we got to do this. We're gonna do this. No. Don't Pat McAfee this shit.
No.
Let him do what the fuck he got to do. It's gonna work. We're gonna like it.
What Triple H say recently? I don't know what the fuck lemon pepper steppers are, but I know it sounds good. Oh, you so white.
Dead ass.
Yo, but he was so real because he said it to Shawn Michaels. He was like, "What the fuck, lemon pepper steppers?" Oh, I know it sounds good. I was like, "Of course," because he's naturally entertaining, and I said this already on this pod, but his run as TNA World Champion and being World Champion on his book drove up not only his character but his confidence as well. You can tell.
Mm-hmm.
If I can win this world title, shit, I can win any world title now. That's how it should be. Same feeling with Kalani Jordan. Same energy. This is why she shouldn't be NXT no more.
Absolutely.
Because they're not going to position her into an NXT Championship match. And if she does, I don't see her winning.
Mm-hmm.
So
now, I do, because we're on the topic of Trick Williams, I listened to the Trick Williams interview that he just did not too long ago on the Rory and Mal show. So shout outs to them. There was a specific part that I heard and I wanted to bring here to Bell, and I wanted to hear your thoughts about it. Mm-hmm. Because we have, as knowledgeable and as passionate as we are with the business, and we do feel like we're right, obviously, with our takes.
Right.
There was a take in knowledge that was given that makes me reconsider and maybe want to ask you things. So there was a very long time, you guys can go back to the previous episodes, whether it be this season wrapping up season 2 or the first season, where we were saying Trick Williams needs to get the fuck out of here. He needs to get the hell out of NXT. Call him up. What the hell is he doing? He's just wasting away. He's in his victory lap, blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
On the interview, he was saying, a lot of my fans were saying that I should have been called up a long time ago. Right. But it wasn't until I was the double champion where I had to really work twice as hard, and I was exhausted all the time. And he was thanking Shawn Michaels and Triple H for giving him that opportunity because it's what he needed to be able to excel to where he is now.
Right.
So we had different opinions on that. We felt like he should have been called up a long time ago, where they actually felt differently, and Trick agrees with them. So do you think that sometimes that we may have it wrong, and they actually may have a design that actually tends to work for them behind the scenes that maybe we're not privy to?
Yes, because honestly, if you really put, I give more of that credit to Shawn Michaels than anything, because if you put him alongside some of the greats back then, Shawn Michaels was small. Shawn Michaels was basically fucking Sami Zayn.
Yeah.
Just with more muscles and more sex appeal.
Yeah.
You didn't expect him to be a world champion, but he made you believe in him.
Yeah.
His battles down from going against Bret Hart, and regardless of how it ended up, his battles with Stone Cold, his battles with The Rock, every battle he had, he made you believe. Yo, I will never forget his back and forth with Jericho later in his career. And it's like he's drawing out real emotion. Like you want to feel like you legit want to feel like shit for Shawn. That's what a wrestler needs. And it's it's the wrestling and the promo that has to make the wrestler work. It almost feels like how you said The Rock. I'm pretty sure once upon a time when a random fucking Tuesday night after NXT taping, Trick, come here. Go watch this. And it's an old Rock promo from a UPN Smackdown on some random Thursday night. And where he's like, okay, that's what I need you to do a little bit more. Not too much, just a little bit more to get yourself comfortable on the mic. And now we have it. Because that's a credit to, not because he doesn't love it, like we're going back to, not that he doesn't love it, but having someone like Shawn Michaels that all these NXT kids look up to. Shawn Michaels told me to look at some Rock tapes. I'm looking at every Rock promo there is, boy. Everyone, because obviously he sees me a piece of that man.
I don't know about everyone.
Everyone.
We can leave the more recent shit alone.
Yeah, that shit can stay in the back burner, bro. I hope the final boss does not show up tomorrow or Sunday. I do not need the WrestleMania to get ruined.
Honestly, I feel like they would have promoted that already. You can't leave that as a surprise.
Yeah, but
Rock wouldn't appreciate that. Like, no, nigga, I'm me, nigga. You gonna roll this shit out.
No, you're right, because honestly, I gotta ruin a part of WrestleMania for you. There was a report that came out. Shout out to the good folks at Fightful. That reported that Saraya, who's originally known as Paige, has re-signed with the WWE.
I heard about that.
So now the rumor is Nikki may not be cleared to wrestle.
She's going to take her place.
She's going to take her place with the Bella Twins because it correlates the story that they all are best friends, total divas.
How do you feel about that?
I don't mind it. Listen, this is going to sound so fucked up, but she kind of already admitted it on her own podcast. But her winning the AEW Women's World Championship was kind of like a very big novelty to me. Like, she was still wrestling at a more lower wrestler's pace because they didn't want nothing to happen to her because she had just came back not too long ago from what happened to her neck. Now, I think she's about a year or two removed from her AEW run. A few laps around the ring at the PC real quick with high-level trainers who can afford it. Yeah, I don't mind it at all. Because even if she goes in there and wins the tag team championship, let's just say the Bellas are primed to win business-wise. Why not bring her home? It just adds more to the roster. Because obviously they're realizing getting the older folks back and living off nostalgia is what's making the money. So they're going to keep finding ways to do that.
I mean, yeah. I mean, you look at Hollywood, how many reboots have we been seeing?
Yeah.
How many remakes? Yeah. How many sequels to things that we never should have gotten fucking sequels to? I mean, I'm not mad at that, but you just got to pick the right nostalgia because not everything we ask for.
True. Because it's funny now, as we're mentioning that, not Trick Williams, because he's on the screen. Chris Jericho has officially re-signed with his contract with AEW.
Yeah.
The rumor has it he was going to get signed to WWE, and they was going to treat him as a novelty yet. Like, wrestle here and there, retirement run, get your legacy belt.
No speech.
Maybe a speech at the Hall of Fame next year. Which next year's WrestleMania is weird. Saudi? Of course the Saudi knows Chris Jericho because all they ever asked for is all the wrestlers from back in Attitude Era. Jericho probably got a ton of money from that shit. He decided to go with AEW. That says a lot.
Yeah. Speaking of which, I was kind of surprised that they didn't have Jericho win against Ricochet.
I am too. Oh. Call him a punk rookie. Wow.
Gingerbread Man about to swing off.
Right? Chilling. He's going to haluva kick the Gingerbread Man. He is going to haluva kick the Gingerbread Man. Little Yachty is not in that costume. That is an NXT wrestler.
Mm-hmm. It's too tall to be Yachty.
Imagine it's like Shiloh. Yo, Shiloh would be the one to do that shit.
Can we talk about how good Shiloh is?
He is great,
naturally. Man.
He is
just on his psycho bullshit. Nigga just in the back with a hammer. Like, oh, what the fuck?
He's so great, man.
Yo,
and he plays so. Oh no.
Yeah, see. And the perfect synergy that they made having Shiloh and Taters together.
Yeah, I love that.
That was a matchup I didn't even know I needed.
Me either, but it works.
It works so well.
It's almost like cousin.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And then like cousins get together and do the walk. No, them two get together and plot some devious
bullshit. Tater doing her little interview with well, who was it? Robert Stone.
Robert Stone on the ladder.
You just see Shiloh making a fucking casket.
Honestly, they had me though. Shout out to NXT because I thought it was going to be announced as a ladder match. Because what I would have loved to see is the both NXT Women's North American Championship hanging up, and Tatum making the point where I'm the only champion and taking both, including Blake's, and make Blake go crazy.
That would have been dope. I see that.
But a casket match, it makes you feel like you're about to call Blake Monroe up. Because then what else is she going to do in NXT? If you're putting her in a casket match.
The same shit that you got JC Jane doing?
True. Casket matches normally either, historically, long breaks, like 2-3 weeks the wrestler's going to be going for. Mm-hmm. Injury recovery, movie, TV shit. Mm-hmm. So I'm thinking, Blake, I don't feel like she should be off TV. I love her on NXT, like as much as they're trying to do with her.
Yeah.
And her pairing with Vanity Project feels too new.
Yeah. To
like just say, oh, casket match, and she loses and couldn't called up. But I almost feel like there's nothing really else. I don't really see Blake Monroe winning NXT Women's Championship.
Okay, fair. I agree. I don't want her to win, but
I'm trying to see it. I just don't.
But okay, on the flip side of what you're saying, you call Blake up.
Yeah.
I'm always a fan of the whole pluck one, replace one. So okay, so you draft Blake to whether it be Smack or Raw. That's another conversation. What do you do with the landscape of NXT now without Blake? Where are you going? Are you going to go? Are you going to go?
That's what you got Callie for.
Huh?
That's what you got Callie Armstrong for.
Callie
just got called up.
Her and Kendall, actually.
And for her to show up at the end of the night after Lola won, because I saw that clip too, and it's her standing there, I'm like, and she took out both Fatal Influence by herself too? Mm-hmm. Yeah. There's got to be a switch out because it also makes sense why, granted, I know there's a feud going on between her and Tatum, but looking at the women who came out, I don't even see Blake coming out for that. That's how bad it is. I feel like they chose the right women. Izzy Dame, who should no longer be looking at the North American. She should be looking at the women's title now. Mm-hmm. Callie Armstrong, who's the new kid on the block, who's like, I want a Raw Women's Championship. I want the next big Women's Championship. Mm-hmm. Who else came out? Somebody else was watching that match. Was it Jada? No, it wasn't Jada. No, I can't remember
what
now.
Match was this again?
This was after Lola won the NXT. This is this past Tuesday. Yeah.
Damn.
It was Izzy on the top because she was looking over with the rest of Culling. Because I remember Spears doing that weird wave he does when he holds his hands like this, and I'm like, what the fuck is that? You had Callie Armstrong who came in and double clotheslined. Did you see that? Yo, Fallon took a hell of a clothesline, bro.
Yeah, Callie's
a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Callie's going to be a problem. I cannot wait to see a match between her and Bianca Belair.
Yeah, a lot of people. Yeah.
I cannot wait.
Did you see that gauntlet that she did as her last match on Evolve?
No, I didn't watch the whole thing. I didn't watch the whole thing. I heard it stole the show.
I mean, it's
I know Wendy won.
It's the women. You know, that's what they do.
Yeah.
But for once, shout outs to the Keita Lions.
Oh yeah, she showed out.
3
eliminations.
Yes. Matter of fact, spoiler alert.
Go ahead.
She eliminated. Who did she eliminate? She eliminated. Was it? Oh God.
Because when the Bella twins step on that stage, the standard is set. Standard. It's not about where you've been.
I love these promos. Like,
who owns the division right now? Then all of you better get ready to prove it. Because nobody just gets handed anything at WrestleMania.
You're right. You don't get handed anything. You get ran over.
Go ahead, Lash. Trick, man. Shout out to you, boy.
We've heard that before. Nikki's rehabbing and fighting like hell to get back to that ring. We've been doing this together our whole lives. And every time something tries to take us out, we find them.
Now you see what's going to happen with them.
And we still figured out how to become champions. That's what makes us dangerous.
True shit.
Well, this isn't about what you had. It's about what you can do when it matters.
Yo, Lyra's so good in the ring, man.
She is.
Fuck, she's so damn good, man.
I honestly feel like things have drastically changed and been different for Lyra ever since that SummerSlam match.
Yes.
And I feel like it's proof that you got her next to Bayley right now, which is somebody that they constantly overlook. The two most overlooked people now, for one reason or another, they are the underdogs in this match. I would like for them to win, but realistically, because we're looking from a business perspective, I think the Bella Twins might take it.
Yeah.
Especially if you do have it to where, I forget which Bella is struggling to come back.
Yeah.
If you have Saraya come back instead, oh yeah, they gotta win. That pop is gonna be crazy.
That pop is gonna be insane. You are not lying.
Yeah.
That pop is going to be fucking insane. I'm thinking about it now because I haven't seen her so long.
But yeah. Oh, so like I was saying, the Keita Lions, she eliminated. I think what's her name? Laney Luck, Lacey Luck, Laney Luck. I think she eliminated her.
Mm-hmm.
She eliminated Tyra May.
Wow.
And she eliminated Callie.
Wow.
Yeah. It was literally down to Keita and Wendy.
And Wendy won.
Yeah.
Shout out to Wendy Chu, man.
Yeah.
Yo, and that's another thing. Y'all horrible ass discourse on Twitter. Y'all just be annoying the hell out of me. Some of the shit that I be scrolling past.
What happened?
So one tweet that I saw was like, Evolve is supposed to be your developmental to your developmental. Okay, smart ass. And you have this 36-year-old woman who just won your developmental women's championship.
Wendy is 36?
Yes, she's a little bit older than the rest of the crew.
Damn.
Here's my thing. Hold on.
She looks good for 36.
Damn sure she do. Don't even know her age unless you fuckers who look at her Wikipedia page all day and looking at every single body's ages all day. There's a point where you have to separate, again, we talked about this earlier, the wrestler from the business. And in this case, who else? You get Callie Armstrong as your first champion, who, mind you, beat Natalya, Natty, for that title.
Mm-hmm.
They were already, go back to the logic of the original Evolve, which is supposed to be what this WWE version is supposed to be the Osmosis version too. Even back then, as an indie, it was all about, yes, the new superstars. But there was a lot of well-known established stars coming through those doors.
Mm-hmm.
Wendy Chu is no different.
Yeah, you needed somebody to draw, make it sensible.
And business-wise, make it watchable.
That's why it made sense. I saw Nikita Lyons. That's why it made sense. I saw Wendy Chu. That's why it made sense. I saw Idris Enofe. That's why it made sense. I saw Dante Chen.
Yep.
You need some people to draw. Like, oh, I remember